Yo, you heard about Mike? Oh, they say he's like a giant, all decked out in heavy armor. He's the baddest legend in this city. No cap. Straight up. Baddies bounce when they spot him. Dare to mess with him, you'll get hurt. Nah, that ain't it. Why? Okay, hear me out. He's got that never give up attitude and hands quicker than anyone. He's always working on every muscle and improving himself. He's ready to pop up wherever people need help.
That ain't cool at all. Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fast, yeah, you're gonna shut already. Battle your battles, you gotta turn it out with a cure. Breathe in the world. You teach me how to do it now. Take a swim and bring me with you one time. Keep an eye if you take me under your wing. Let me do my thing. And then it went like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everyone, I am your host Lazy Cass and I'm back with some new updates coming your way November 30th. Farlight 84 is evolving and the next update will provide a sneak peek at what's coming throughout the next few months. Now grab some snacks and I'll share with you what's next on November 30th. First, let's talk about hero changes. In the past few updates, we've reworked a few heroes including Maggie, Duckside, MKR, and more. And in the next update, we'll bring some new magic to Cypher. First, to enhance Cypher's diversity and tactical choices, her tactical skill will be changed from area recon to coordinate shift. With her new skill, Cypher will throw an electromagnetic pulse device and monitor its coordinate changes. During the device movement, pressing a button allows you to go to that coordinate where the device is now located. Otherwise, the decoder will be directly transported to the coordinates where the device lands. This means Cypher can adjust more flexibly during combat. For example, she can quickly teleport to somewhere near the enemy and apply her ultimate EMP shock, which will reduce their defense capabilities by damaging their shields and deactivating their jetpacks. Just like how we adjusted the other heroes, this change will help Cyber to become more proactive in combat and fun to play with. In addition to this new playstyle, Cyber is also coming along with something the community has been asking for a long time. The long-awaited SSR skin for Cyber Wild Player. This new skin is inspired by the classic Streets Gaming arcade style. And coming along with this style is MKR's new SSR skin, Cannonade Mech. The series come with some interesting special effects that you'll definitely love. Both skins will be available in the all-new Battle Pass Pixel Bliss for the next season. Apart from these two skins, let's take a look at the other lottery skins coming your way in the next update. New chest event, Sandy Illusion, will bring us a brand new Bar 95 UR skin. In the merciless desert, only the most daring adventurers can survive. Also introducing the new lottery wheel, Polar Adventure. Craving piping hot pizza in the freezing Arctic? Look no further than Maggie's new SSR skin, Absolute Zero. Starting from this version, we'll gradually enhance the artistic style of the game. You've shared a lot of ideas about the game's art style, including suggestions for a new lobby art. That's a fantastic idea, but to do that, we need to first redefine the style of some characters so everything can look coherent. You may have noticed that many new skins released recently share a common theme. They all look trendy, quirky, and modern. Knowing that you love how these skins look, we'll start by expanding the aesthetics to some of the heroes that don't share these traits. And the first one is our fireman, Captain. Captain has a low selection rate, averaging only 3%. Unlike the other characters, we feel that Captain lacks his unique personality with the current character design and would like to update his look. The new Captain will have a more prominent personality, showing his robust physique with a gentle and reliable twist. Inheriting his instructor's will and continuing to seek truth, Captain will become the synonym of justice and will remain a helpful friend of the neighborhood. Being a skillful fireman, his Aqua Blast skill deals extra damage and slows down the enemy. What did you know? The effects actually become stronger when used closer to the enemy. I bet most of you don't know because so few of you play as Captain. Now, to reintroduce this hero to all of you, we've prepared a video to tell you more about Captain. So remember to subscribe and hit the bell for more Battle Royale content. What's that? Captain's dancing? Listen closely. His dance comes with music now. In the upcoming new version, we're introducing special sound effects and background music to some dance emotes. I really can't wait to try them and piss some people off. In addition to the dance emotes upgrade, in this update, we're introducing a new item, Kill Announcement. When you kill an enemy, everyone will see this announcement. Everyone. Talking about showing off. This will become a brand new way to highlight your perfect kills. I finally have some new motivation to practice my shooting skills. To make the gameplay experience more sophisticated for the long term, we're planning to make some important changes to the weapons in Farlight 84. So far, you'll notice that the recoil of our guns is designed to be relatively low compared to other games. The result is that it is relatively difficult to distinguish the unique feel of different weapons within the same type. This has created a weird situation where some guns feel so similar and some guns are not that useful in most situations. In this update, we'll start working on this part of the gameplay generally known as gunplay. We will start by adjusting the feel of the AK-77 by making it feel realistic to hold and shoot. The first aspect is bullet spread. So far, all of our weapons have fixed bullet spread trajectories, not random. And in this update, randomness will be introduced first to the AK. The bullets you fire with the AK will no longer feel stale, but will spread more organically within the crosshair range. The second aspect is recoil. We've fine-tuned AK's recoil in this update, increasing its maximum value. This means that you feel that your gun shakes a little bit more than before and the shooting accuracy may become lower. While this feels more real, you have to put more focus on controlling AK's recoil. The third aspect is audio. We plan to strengthen the immersion of these weapons by improving how they sound. In the next update, the audio of the AK-77 and Bar 95 will be updated. The new sounds will have more realistic texture. You'll experience a clearer, more impactful feedback. Let's take a listen. Overall, our goal with these adjustments is to raise the skill ceiling of gunplay, giving you more room to learn and master the weapons. Your full potential will be expanded, creating an excitement that lasts longer. You may ask, will that make it more difficult to play on mobile devices? We totally understand your concern, so the mobile experience will be optimized by recalibrating aim assist so that the experience still fits well in the palm of your hand. We're preparing a special announcement video to talk more about these upcoming changes and share some design thoughts on making the Farlight 84 experience even better. So subscribe and follow us to stay tuned. Next up, events. The event column is introducing a new announcement section. In the future, updates and announcements will be displayed right here, making it convenient for everyone to understand the details of the updates and know what's happening in the community. For example, we'll post anti-cheats updates right here for you. While we kept updating the ban lists every week on social, not everyone gets the information because of social algorithms. Now, these info will be shown right here, so every one of you gets to know the latest news. And good news! Rewards are getting even better in the events. Now the daily tasks will provide you with new challenges and rewards every single day. At the same time, more rewards are now available for progression have also been increased. We've added the drop of Elite and Legend pack in the progression track, and you'll keep getting extra rewards even if you finish the whole progression. We have also optimized the chest event. The chest event will now be an open draw, meaning you can be sure which item you will get for certain within a given number of pulls, let's say 50 pulls. In the past, you couldn't be certain about that. Additionally, on any PC version, the update will now support the direct purchase of weekly and the monthly cards, offering more choices for you to support the game's development. Personal profiles also have some exciting new additions. In the future, your profile will display a popularity score. Encountered a good teammate, give them a follow to boost their popularity. At the same time, you'll be able to view the history of visitors to your profile. Talking about social features, I guess you have encountered this weird situation. You see a friend when you log into the game. You want to invite them, play together, but they're already in a match. You wait, and they finally finish that match. You press invite, but he's in matchmaking again. After the update, you won't get this kind of trouble anymore. You can schedule to play with your friends who are currently in the game. Of course, if they indeed don't want to play with you, sadly, it's okay, we'll find another one. Now, you finally managed to find a friend to play together and you're in matchmaking now. While you wait, you want to claim the event and seasonal rewards, but you find that you can't click. After the update, this will happen no more. You can now claim the rewards whenever you see them. Finally, before everyone in your team's gone after a match, you will relive your highlights in the game. Every brilliant moment is worth watching and analyzing repeatedly. And I mean repeatedly. I'm sure you'll want to watch that 1,000 times. Okay, that's all for the update on November 30th. It's also almost December, and we've prepared some community holidays events for everyone. So once again, subscribe and follow us so you don't miss out on these free holidays rewards. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Get the game updated on November 30th. I'm Lazy Cass, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
first game of the group for the PC division, and we will have some fun. Let's go.
Why did they wait to do that? And now they're gonna go in. This is a fight on the air, and that's a shot. Go there, the top 2 squad. You need to respect the top 2 squad. Elimination. Advantage combat's gonna be eliminated ground, and they were waiting for this opportunity. James is gonna be next. Be eliminating them one by one. Ground, not kill the Paragons are now left with 24K after Bane. Link is gonna be able to get 1 kill. Be able to run away. You have the vision erosion. The absolute gravity is gonna be there with the 8 shot on them. Build the GD a bit too slow. And now we're gonna go for the revive. We got the revive, but what? That's actually connecting over. It's looking like what's remaining. Yoki 1v1 high ground in control for the son of Garubek, but Yoki is got the defender to get the job. Hey everyone, get ready to dive into the heart of the action because we're here at the Farlight 84 Philippines Championship Season 2 PC Finals. Can you believe it? We started with over 100 teams and now we've narrowed it down to the last 15. The plays, the highs, the lows. We've seen it all. Some dreams might have taken a hit, but in the chaos, new dreams were born. Hold on to your seats because this isn't just a match. It's a saga, a story unfolding before our very eyes. 15 teams, each with their eyes on glory, are about to clash in an epic fashion. This is where legends are made and where your storytellers for your journey. I'm Dash, alongside the incredible Burger Kim, and together we're about to unravel the final chapter of the PC Finals. Let's dive in and make history.
You know what, Dash? Thank you so much for that awesome intro because you know what? I didn't have anything prepared, but you know, all I have prepared is like, this is the grand finals, this is the PC grand finals.
Yeah,
that's it. But you pretty much captured everything that I wanted to say. You know what? I can't believe we've already reached this point, and we've been doing this for what, 5-6 weeks of straight Farlight 84 action every weekend.
Yeah, it's like 3 months overall, because if we're gonna count the holidays, I think it's also 3 months. Yeah, so there's a lot of time for the players here, but the journey is now ending, and it's so surprising that it's ending that fast. You know, 3 months just went by. We were casting like every week, and now it's gonna end today. So for the players, it's also the end of a journey. It's season 2. I hope we have a season 3 for the players that weren't able to join this finals.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of teams, right? Both in the PC and mobile division that have been playing in the open qualifiers. And if you guys, you know what? I'm speaking to everyone who's watching right now who, let's say, didn't make it to the cut. You guys still have perhaps maybe next season to make it, right? But now, all you guys have to do, sit back, relax, and of course, watch the grand finals, because you know what, Dash? Yesterday was crazy. You casted with Infinity. I casted with Kali. And, you know, it was so wild. Like, down from Group A, B, and then we had the mix. It was just insane to see like chaos, happy chaos in the map.
Yeah, it was great though. It was great seeing a lot of chaos, a lot of fights that were happening, and also some surprises during the whole time. You guys were casting the Group A and Group B, and there were some surprises there. Some teams weren't able to perform as we expected, because remember, we talked about it before that. And when we talked about it, we had some teams that we actually expect to perform really well, but they weren't able to do it that time around. But again, really hyped to see what's going to happen to the grand finals, because as we said, in the PC division, there's no team that could definitely just get on top right there.
Oh man, grand finals today, right? And this is it. 5 maps straight for the grand finals, and you know, it's gonna be really interesting too that we're bringing Lambton here, right? So you guys have been seeing it ever since the knockout stage, and going here into the grand finals, we kind of saw a glimpse already of the teams who are, you know, who prefer Lambton or who are doing well in Lambton. And we also have a mix-up with Sunset City. So, this is the schedule. Make sure to take note of it. Make sure to catch every single round because it's about to get chaotic. And of course, it's chaotic because everyone's fighting for a total prize pool of
Oh,
37,500 US dollars.
yeah, and as we were talking about the prize pool here, a lot of the players here are really gunning for this, and that's why their dreams don't want to be crushed in this whole tournament. Now in the grand finals, we're gonna have 2 times of Lambton. It's gonna be round 2 and 4. We're gonna have Lambton on those days, or at least on those rounds, but we're still gonna be back at Sunset City. I'm kind of excited to see the teams. I mean, we've shown it yesterday. These teams that are gonna be here, this were the semi-finals points. So that's why the 1 to 15 that you're gonna see, that is based on their points. And now SPC right down there at number 14 is the most surprising thing here in the grand finals.
Yeah, you know what? I think for both of us, right? Like all of the we had like this kind of pre-show thing before we're gonna go through this semifinals and grand finals, and we talked about the teams that will actually be on top or our top 3, and none of all of them are still here, but you know they've been I wouldn't say they're underperforming, but you know other teams, all of these underdog teams have been stepping up ever since the group stages, and then when we went to the upper and lower bracket, they were just on fire yesterday. So I can safely say that as compared to the mobile division, the PC is so much more competitive.
Yeah, in the PC division, it's a lot more random. It's not the favorite teams that are always going to be at top, which is why it's so fun. It's so fun that anybody could definitely take the win here. DD I'll be specific. DD came out of nowhere, and now they're here. And that's why it's always fun to see the teams that are going to be performing during the knockout stages. Then when they go here in the semifinals, they were able to perform well, and they were able to get here in the finals. It's like they joined during the week 5 or week 4, and they were able to rack up enough points to get to the finals.
Yeah, there's so many teams that continuously surprise us, but you know what? Who has been super consistent ever since the beginning of FPC? Of course, we have to give a huge shout out to Asus ROG, our official mobile phone partner. You guys will see more of that, of course, in our mobile LAN finals that will be happening next weekend. So stay tuned for the announcement, where it's gonna be, the tickets and everything. And I can't wait to see you guys there because it's gonna be action-packed once again. And don't forget to secure yourself a seat.
Yeah, and also don't forget to follow our socials, everybody. And also for Fantech, thank you very much for sponsoring our seats. And even their peripherals are one of the best if you want quality on your peripherals. So check out Fantech. And for everybody out there, check out our socials, because everyone who wants to join the LAN finals that's going to be happening next week, you would get the details right there on our socials, so you'll know. And we're going to be seeing you guys. So we're excited to see actually everybody watching and all the players that we're playing ever since the start of FPC.
Yeah, man, this is still, of course, the PC Grand Finals that we have to go through, and I think this is going to be really interesting, right? As compared to the Mobile Dash, Execration has always been the one on top, very consistent ever since, but the PC, you know, the defending champions that we're talking about is Beta PC, right? And, you know, there are other teams like Naos, Built Different, and even some of the surprisingly Eternity yesterday that just did so well. So I feel like it's going to be like a different mix of champions here in the PC division.
It's going to be a different story here for the PC division, which is why everybody loves the PC division. But again, don't forget to follow us on our socials, everybody. All the lives that we're going to have, even the LAN finals, even this one, is going to be on those socials. And in TikTok, we have some TikTok drops for you guys. So we have the redeem codes, and we even have some TikTok drops. So call all your friends if you all want to share the blessings and share the codes to your friends.
Yeah, I actually got a couple of TikTok drops. So if you guys, you know, yesterday after the matches, and even during the live streams of some of our content creators, I've been tuning in, so you guys can get some of the drops there and you know, enjoy a lot of like Farlight 84 content. So be sure to follow us on all of our socials. I think for the official English broadcast, it's going to be on the Farlight 84 Esports page. Don't forget to like that one as well.
Yeah, and also for everybody out there that's just looking for every action and for you to know what to do when you are playing yourself, check out the FPC, check out this tournament, because the players will give you all the guys that you need in order for you to become a better player overall in the tournament setting, or maybe in just a casual setting. If you just want to play with your friends, you can make your calls like how the players calls it here in the FPC.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody who has been, you know, following me, just huge shout out to, you know, some of my followers have been following me ever since. And, you know, they started playing Farlight and they were watching FPC and they're like, they just started playing Farlight recently, and they told me, after watching FPC2, their gameplay just improved so much, right? So that's all
Yeah.
the more reason for you guys to watch, because there's so many tips that you guys can get from the players here. Maybe their play style, their team composition. It can work out for you guys.
Yeah, especially if you are really into the esports scene, you get the standard is gonna always be here, and that is the reason why players tune in, or at least even casual players would tune in, just for them to get better and just for them to have more high quality games for themselves in order for them to get more points to get the rank that they want. But again, everybody, that was just our pre-show. We're gonna be going into the game later on. We're just gonna take a short break before we head into game 1. See you guys in just a bit. Get your snacks. We're gonna be back.
You heard about Mike? Oh, they say he's like a giant, all decked out in heavy armor. He's the baddest legend in this city. No cap. Straight up. Baddies bounce when they spot him. Dare to mess with him, you'll get hurt. Nah, that ain't it. Why? Okay, hear me out. He's got that never give up attitude and hands quicker than anyone. He's always working on every muscle and improving himself. He's ready to pop up wherever people need help.
That ain't cool at all. Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fast, yeah.
We're back here. We're gonna go to game 1 in just a bit. But you know what, Burger King, I want to see a Mayshell in our PC finals, or at least here in the PC division. We see a lot of very different heroes being put out there by the players. Even the Embers are getting some love here compared to the mobile division. So that's why I have a lot of expectations on what they're gonna be picking up.
Yeah, I love how it was the trailer of Mayshell that was played, and then you went in and connected that right now, and hopefully you see a Mayshell.
I was
We've
surprised.
we've never seen a Mayshell in the PC division, right? It's
we
mostly like a Sienna, if not an Ember. I think in yesterday's semifinals, we've seen Momoy actually being utilized as well, and a lot of this capsule actually was quite a surprise to a lot of our viewers too. Like, playing in Lambton, right? There's a long, prolonged team fights there, and you'd really love to have those supply drops. So I've seen it yesterday, and hopefully, we might see a different type of composition this time. I've also seen like I don't know if it was evident in the upper and lower groups yesterday, wherein there was also a combination of like 4 attackers, right? Lucinda, Maggie, Bo, and a Cypher, right? Cypher's also considered an attacker.
Yeah, it's a classic, right? Everybody really loves playing the attackers during the start of the PC finals. When the PC division in Season 2, everybody defaulted back to having the Cypher, the Lucinda, together with the Bo and Maggie. But it's just recently in where we've seen players just go to Ember and Sion. Even the Momoy gets some plays here when we just went to the knockout stages. I want to know, just because of the recent patch, that's the reason why they did it. And because of how slow kills happen in the PC division, because defenders are meta, that's the reason why people really love playing the Sienna just recently.
Yeah, it makes so much sense, right? And she's one of the top used capsulers here in the PC division. And speaking of, Dash, we have to look, of course, at the teams head-to-head here. And I'm pretty sure Callie's happy about this one. He's been geeking out yesterday about all of these stats. Let's take a look at Mantas and Nitrox here. What we have here head-to-head so far, I think it is pretty much the same, but there are some aspects it's different. The kills per game and the top 3 appearance.
You know what? It's also because Mantas just dropped a 27 kill game yesterday, which is why they got this big kill per game.
Massive.
And this is, it's super surprising because during the start of the PC finals, they weren't really getting a lot of kills. They were placing well, but not a lot of kills. And in the end there, they got so much kills and everybody was surprised about it. And now, unique heroes use, I love that Nitrox is still at the top because during Season 1, together with Mantas, they stayed consistent.
Yeah, I think also the unique heroes have to be taken note of here. Nitrox has a whole lot more, so hopefully, your dreams of having Mayshell here in the PC division will be coming true, Kara Nitrox. But
what is that?
It's gonna be Mantas Wayne that we're gonna be highlighting. And look, total damage 12,480. Where did that even come from? It's huge. It makes sense because Maggie is his most played hero.
Yeah, for sure. For
sure. The tactical role, right?
You know what? Yesterday, Infinity and I were counting how many Maggie MVPs we're gonna have. During our games, we had a 5 out of 6 that Maggie is the MVP. It was just the last game in where Bo became MVP, but during the first 5 games, it was all Maggies. And we do expect the Maggies always getting the MVP just because of how different her maneuverability is compared to the other capsulers that we have here in the game.
Yeah, I think, it's safe to say, can we give our viewers like this challenge? Every time a Maggie is an MVP, you guys have to say Farlight or take note of how many times it has been on the MVP list.
Yeah.
I think I can count perhaps probably more than 5 in the semifinals. So I can safely say here, in the grand finals, Maggie's going to be so much more evident. It's the top one most used here, especially here in the PC division.
And we're going to be counting it with you guys. The first game, for example, 1 out of 5. That's 1 out of 1 at least for the game. And we're going to see where it's going to go and how many Maggies we're going to have for the day. So I'm kind of excited what's going to happen. Oh, wait. We have a portion for talent predictions. This is fun.
Oh, let's see. You know what? I just want to say, I want to put it out there. Every time I give a prediction, it rarely comes true. But let's see, right? I want to see yours, Dash. Let's take a look.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
I'm guessing this is for the top one, right? The grand final. So obviously, me and Callie talked about it, and you and so on the English desk, it's
the English broadcast.
Me, Callie are for eternity, and it's so only Infinity that's for Mantas. But I do understand though why it's Mantas. They're this kind of team that we did highlight them in the head-to-head, right? And even in the player spotlight. Mantas is one of the teams that is, if they go unpunished, they can just take everything, right? They can take maps there, and they've been in such close quarter combat with so many teams, and even in season 1, right? One of the most seasoned teams that is also poised to win. So I do understand the logic, Infinity.
But I want to see why Autolus and also Berting went in for Notorious, and Autolus went in for Beta PC. Yeah, Beta PC. I mean, I understand why, because Beta was the former champion. So that's why he actually believes that they might be able to actually snag the win here in the finals. And Notorious, I'm okay with that. Berting having Notorious there at the top, because remember, yesterday they got the second place in the semifinals, and their performance was really nice. And that's why Bethel the God, remember, in Notorious, really did a number on some of the squads we had here.
Oh yeah, speaking of Notorious, right? Berting was the only, mind you, Berting was the only talent back in ACC that got all the predictions right. So
that's true. That's true.
So let's find out today if that's going to be the exact same thing. So is Berting going to be the one that gets the prediction right, or is it Autolus? Because they're the only two that have different predictions from everyone else.
Yeah, I think if we had our top 3, I think every one of us had to predict like a top 3 of ourselves, and I think all of them are there now. As Mantas and even Eternity are there. I think Paragons is also one of the teams that people love, or the talents love there. But we have only seen the top 1 teams that is there. But there is a top 3 that we had, everybody of us. So now we're gonna go to game 1, everybody. I am really excited and how this game is gonna go. Remember, this is the finals, and everything is on deck. Everybody has their equipments ready.
And it's going to be so much more exciting because once again here in the Grand Finals, it's going to be reset. It is going to be starting from scratch. 5 maps straight. We're going to head straight into, of course, the map in just a bit. So remember what we mentioned, Maggie MVPs. It's the PC Division Grand Finals. Let's head over to our first map and, of course, a classic one, Sunset City.
Sunset City, we're back home and we're here. But no, it's not good, because look at where the capsule went. It just went further to the southeastern side of the map. So teams that really love going to the upper left side of the map are not going to have the greatest time. Remember, Naos and Mantas love going to that side of the map.
No, you know what? I was just going to point that out because Naos had a tough time in the group stage yesterday. I think 2 maps straight, the flight path did not favor them, and it took them so much time to reach the power tree station, and even in Lambton, right? Which is the reason why the respawn pods were taken out. They weren't able to take in the resources that they needed early on. But look at the map here. It's a bit more even out this time, but Naos actually might actually go to Nova Planetarium. They're like skedaddling between these 2 POIs, but I think they're still gonna go to their safe spot. But you know what? I think they're gonna be the last ones to drop at Power Tree.
Yeah, they're gonna be a bit late. It's a good thing they had a flamethrower right there. Perfect for them to go to Power Tree Station, together with Mantas always dropping a Tiger's Wrench. And we have seen DDBY performing well during yesterday's game. And it's also great to have them close to each other. I just want to see what the first round, or the first circle, where the first circle is gonna go, because that would determine where the rotation is gonna be. And as you said yesterday, now they didn't really favor the zone, and also where the capsule path was really went.
Yeah, the Paragons too right now. Speaking of the team that, yesterday there was a map back in the upper and lower wherein they were able to rack up at least like 20 plus frags there. It was all because of the great early game that they had. And right now, Paragons just got a secure hold. They're all alone there in the high resource area. So they got everything under control, and they can actually rotate towards the Smiley Island, then head over to Todd's Hot Rod or Tin Man, an area that has so much resources to take in.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking onto now SBC, the top 1 team during the group stages. They had the most amount of points, and until now, I think they still have the most amount of FPC points from the whole tournament, because they were consistent all throughout. And they just struggled yesterday during the semifinals. But again, it's just the semifinals. It's still not done. Now SBC could still come back from this. Everybody went back to square one. Powerhouse lost 1 member, and that's not a good start.
Wow, respawn pods are going to be crucial here since a lot of the teams yesterday in the semifinals really are aggressive when it comes to taking out those respawn pods so that whenever you go in for the rotations, it will be really deadly for you. It could actually be an elimination for you. So we've seen a lot of those types of aggression come through in the semifinals, and I'm looking forward to see more of it here in the grand finals.
Yeah, now in the grand finals, people are going to be a bit more chill. And that's the first step that we had here. The reason why is because Powerhouse lost one of their members. That's why it's not 60 anymore there. But again, still a chance here for them to go for the revive. And it's still a bit too early to call it out. But now Notorious starting a fight against Beta PC. And that is the biggest reason why they were the best squad yesterday. Because they can definitely fight their fights.
Oh man, they went up against Beta PC. This was the same case yesterday for Beta PC. They really struggled, right? A lot of those respawn pods have been coming out. Nitrox here though, up against Build Different.
Yeah, Yosho
Wow.
really strong. The tactical role really helped him out there when he tried to go for the fight. But again, Build Diff wouldn't want to lose one member. Respawners are still up. We're still at round 1. And people have already been getting kills left and right.
Yeah, you know the thing about these early games, right? It's just about who comes in very aggressive. I think I just have to point out Notorious yesterday. That just, it didn't matter, right? As long as they had their respawn pods, they were willing to keep on going up against these teams. And we're talking about the top 50 that reach here in the grand final. So these are the best of the best that you're talking about here in the PC division. And look at this, Eternity having a great hold of that yellow bridge once again up against DD. And speaking of DD, right, this is the team that is consistently placing at least like top 5 when you're talking about the overall picture, right? Consistent placements, but they've been very passive.
Yeah, even during Season 1, they were one of the top 2 teams, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. They were one of the strongest squads, but weren't really able to finish that well. Oh man, look at that cluster grenade damage. The DDM3 with no armors, I think Eternity has big advantage here. Frenzy Blast was also used just to put them on a chokehold, and Eternity is just gonna put pressure against this squad.
You know what? The Digital Devils here reminds me of a squad before that was really passive. And sometimes, the aggression just works so well here for the teams.
Yeah, this is what they do though. The aggression that they had, even back then, Mugen Fatal was one of the strongest squad we had in the tournament. And these are the players that came from that squad, and that's why they are still that aggressive. They're killing everybody in DDN3, and they're not even gonna be able to get any kills out of Eternity.
Oh man, look at Butcher and Burn right now, racking up the kills here for Eternity. 5 already for this squad, and if this keeps up, it's not gonna look good. Kitsune Daichi, Peanut is down, but Powerhouse PC intense. I think Powerhouse PC right now, they're scattered out. And I think some of the respawn pods were out. Oh no,
Yeah.
Intense. He's all alone here.
I think that's gonna be their last chance though. That last respawner is gonna be their last one. And Intense is running away. But from up there, I think they're not gonna miss their shot, and that's Intense down.
Yeah, the presence of mind here of Kitsune Daichi, right? They also had a good standing in the semifinals, I would say. At least in the upper half of the lobby. But right now, this is kind of weird coming out from Powerhouse, right? They usually love camping out in Sunflower Shopping Mall. But right now, they actually chose to, reach out to the other spots, going over to the mansion, and it kind of backfired on them.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard overall here for the squad. But right now, with the fight that's happening though, Wraiths able to win out against DDN3. Remember, Tuya, that was his last chance. That was his respawner that was used. And Wraiths just got one elimination out of Digital Devils.
Yeah, this is the point we're in. We're about to reach the mid-game. Everybody that still has the respawn pods can breathe at this moment, but for those who don't have, right, you're gonna have to be extra careful. One squad wipeout, that means you're eliminated from this map. You're gonna go to the bottom of the lobby, and as of the moment, right, no one has been taken out just yet, but everybody has been trading shots. Yeah, right now, this is the reason why Powerhouse PC did not have a secure hold of Sunflower Shopping Mall, forcing them to go straight to the mansion instead, and putting Powerhouse PC in such a very dangerous situation right now.
Yep. Here in the southern side of the map, the zone is gonna go into this side, close to Sunflower Shopping Mall. Construction has that one building, and where it turned, that one tall building in construction could be the reason why people would contest that spot every time. It's because it's the strongest spot in the southern side of the map, because it's high, nobody could reach it. There's a lot of open area right there in where Kya is. They have the biggest spot here if ever it's going to continue being in the southern side. That's why they need to all be careful in how they contest that spot. Unless they have a War Falcon on hand, it's going to be hard to get there.
Yeah, speaking of contests, right? Look at Eternity. They've been gatekeeping that bridge for so long. Hey, this is the
Yeah.
checkpoint. You guys can't come in here. We're right here. I think they have a very good spot, right? They haven't left
Yep.
that area just yet. It's because they got a good
Ooh.
idea of where all the squads who are coming in from left and right, they just have a good peripheral view and vantage point on when everyone's coming in. And I think information is going to be very crucial, especially we're working with a map wherein all the squads, you have all the information on their drop spots, on their comfort drops here at
Yep.
Sunset City.
And yeah, going back to what we said a while ago, Eternity, this is a good spot for them to be in. And also, Kya, having that spot close to construction, that is where you should be. Because these are the spots that are going to be important, especially in this zone that we had. I think our zone is going to go to the southern side of the map. And all the squads that are in the northern side are going to be fighting each other. And they all need to cross this bridge if ever they want to survive. And having this vantage points, the bridges that we have here going to the southern island, it's gonna be hard for those squads because they need to fight a squad first before they go into the chaos.
Yeah, man, that is just difficult, right? For squads who are coming from the top side. I think to name a few, it's built different, and
Yeah.
of course now it's PC. But over here at the back game, it's getting really chaotic.
Yeah, there's gonna be explosions right there then, left and right. Paragons just got the win right there against Built Diff. And DD Bai, look at them trying to run away. With blue armors, it's not gonna be good for the squad. They can still go for the revive. They're still waiting on where Paragons are gonna go because they need to move sometime soon. But again, the fight is happening now. It's fighting back against One Bap. One Bap, one of the squads that placed on top during the start. But now it's not gonna work because that's gonna be Naos fighting them.
Oh, this time now PC wins, and I think this is gonna be like a clapback coming out from them yesterday. And
Yep.
I was talking to Kali about Miko from One Bap, and now it's PC's, of course, AIM. They had like a
Yeah.
1v1 duel with a Maggie, and Miko was able to take down
Ooh, really?
AIM with a Mad Rabbit. Okay,
That's crazy.
Right? He
That's
opened with a
crazy.
Mad Rabbit. And
That's-
yeah,
Oh,
the crazy
man.
1v1.
That's not supposed to work, but it worked. And Miko fought against AIM, one of the best Maggie players, or rather, one of the best players
Yeah.
that we have here in the PC division. And being able to do that is such a feat to do, and that's a big flex. But now, as you said, it's a clapback, and One Bap just got eliminated by Naos.
Oh, I think this is gonna be quite really something that now's PC is happy about, right? I think yesterday, One Bap was the team that they've gone head to head with, and One Bap was the one who eliminated them back in the group stages. So I think right now in the grand finals, right, this is a different ball game, and now's PC just came way prepared. This is looking good for them though. They have the orange armor before they head over to the south side. They came all the way from Power Tree Station, so this time they're a little bit more prepared. Speaking of Mantis Esports as well, they got that orange armor, but look at those shots coming out from Jolo. One of
What
the,
was
I would
that?
say, best bow users as well here in the PC
Yeah.
division.
That was crazy though. Jolo's shots actually just went in there, was able to follow through, and was able to get the kill there. And we still have 14 squads. We're close to the last two zones, still at round 3, and we are waiting for them to get closer and closer. As we said, Burger Kim, it's now the south. I think that is where we're gonna go because the zone is just closing in to the southern side ever since the start of this game.
Oh, look at Eternity, right? They got
Yeah.
the bridge, right? They're not leaving that spot because they know that they can gatekeep the squads that are coming from Todd's Hot Rod and Tin Mats, and the squads who will be coming from Sunflower Shopping Mall. So they're not going to leave that spot just yet. But as for the squad who are here in Tin Man, this is going to be a long standoff. We've seen this El Clasico come out. And I think here in the PC division, it's so funny to see that the defenders are still a big factor here. Even though the Stellar Wits have been buffed up, Vision Erosion has been used up on the other side. Mantas, though, they got a good idea of where Paragons is coming from, and they can actually gun them from afar.
Yeah, Digital Devils got eliminated out of that battle. That's why they had a Vision Erosion there. They thought they're gonna survive, but Paragons just eliminated them. And that gave a signal to Mantas that someone is there, close to that bridge. And that is Paragons on looking at that area. And we still are in the southern side of the map. It's still going in favor of Eternity and even Kya because they stayed at that one spot. And that one spot is where the zone is gonna go.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Kia, right? There's a squad that loves Sunflower Shopping Mall drop, but they're not leaving it. And sometimes, you know, if you don't leave your spot, right, you can only have at least the best that you can have is a level 4 armor. And speaking of right now,
Oh.
they don't even have a level 4. They just have a level 3 armor here.
because they stayed there. They didn't go away from that spot. That's the reason why they're still there. And now they're fighting against Kitsune Daiichi. This is the building that I was saying. Because this building is so high, there's a lot of open area. How are you gonna fight? How are you gonna reach them in where the meta doesn't have a Sunil, doesn't have a Mayshell? How are you gonna reach this top spot if you don't have a Warthog? And that's why it's so hard to fight against them.
Yeah, they're just like, come at me, you can't reach me. And at this point, look at the composition of Kia. This is what I was talking about. 4 attackers in their composition. If Kitsune Daiichi decides to go in, all of these members of Kia can just take them down. Imagine the cluster grenades, the absolute gravity, and even the EMP shot coming from this combination. Look at the 3 attackers. If you talk about Cypher, is also considered as an attacker right now. They're just taking shots here, wasting all the resources of Kitsune Daiichi before they even move in. Look, they're huddled in one area, and if the bow here throws that clustered grenade, that could actually shred all of the armor here of Kitsune Daiichi.
Both of them don't have a Siana. That's why this fight all comes down to who the utilities, or at least who uses the utilities way better. Because those utilities are going to be important. Look at this. Absolute Gravity is going to be used. They have the core chip. They're going to get inside. They try to fight back, but they still have an ultimate on their side. Though. They have the EMP shot just to stop the push coming in from Kitsune Daiichi, but they're still in the area. They might be using some cluster grenades for themselves, but Kitsune Daiichi got the area for themselves, and it worked out, and Kia was forced to run away.
Yeah, they were able to buy out this piece of real estate from Kia, forcing them out of position right now. And this is also the case back in the semifinals. Kia is one of the teams that can actually make the plays, but it seems like they don't know what to do. If someone tries to siege in the area, we're down to our 11 squads right now, still on the southern side of the map. And you know what? Eternity hasn't moved a single inch. They're still staying in that bridge, and I think it's going to be really good right now. They got to hold that bridge and just willing to wait out whoever comes out on top on all these skirmishes that are happening by the construction side and Tin Man and Todd's Hot Rod.
I'm surprised that they gave up this area though, because this area is the strongest area in the game. I mean, the zone is going to go onto the right side of the map, to the southern, eastern side of our map, but it's still a great spot because it's still at the edge of the zone. And that's why I thought they are just going to be using all their utilities to stop Kitsune Daiichi. But because it's still too early, people don't want to get eliminated, and they didn't want to take that risk.
Oh, now Kitsune Daiichi, this is a power position right there in the middle. And I think Kia was willing to do that, right? Okay, let's give up this piece of real estate for the price of course, still living another day here in the map. But over on the other side, was he built different? Getting taken out there by Nitrox.
Yeah, they got eliminated, and they only have one more person in Nitrox. Are they gonna get eliminated in the zone? Because they don't have the space. Do they have the Mediax? That's the question. Nitrox, I think they're gonna be surviving for another day, but Mantis is waiting on the other side. And this is what's hard when you're a bit too late, because they're at the edge of the zone. They have 45 seconds to think on what to do.
Ooh, now's PC right now. They're looking really good. Usually by the time they reach the spot, they only have a level 3 armor, which means that they have been winning all of their encounters up against the teams to reach the spot. And now they find one. Vision Erosion has been casted, as well as the EMP.
Yeah, they have the EMP shock. They're not going to be able to get to the top floor. They don't have the dashes. That's why it's so hard. But now PC is unrelenting. They still want to go. They got one kill. Cosman got it. And Clarion is going to fall down to the side of Wraiths. And now PC got this piece of real estate for themselves.
Oh, they still have 2 more from the side of Wraiths, though, if they decide to come in. But numbers advantage are on the side of course, Nows. But over on the other side as well, we see Paragons try to close in here. Orange armor for both of these top teams.
Yeah, they're at the lower end of the stick here, but look at where they want to fight. Look at AIM. AIM is just going to continue this. He's want to go for a fight, and they are going to get the kill. They're going to be dashing away, not taking so much risk, but AIM, that was really scary.
Oh man, this time, look at Now's PC. They've also done some adjustments to their composition, right? Usually they work with at least like maybe a little bit more attackers. This time it's a bit more balanced out. Wraiths in a very tight spot right now. They're caught in between Paragons and Naos. I'm not so sure if they know Uno is right there, all alone. And of course, 1 is the loneliest number. On the other side, Kia gonna face the rat this time of course, the other squads here. He's having casted right now.
Yeah, Kitsune Daiichi, the Avid Cluster Grenades being used though with the Frenzy Blast. Kia is just trying to play it patiently. Still have the area onto themselves. They're at the edge of the zone, and it's working out perfectly. But Axel's gonna fall down, but that's gonna be good. Kitsune Daiichi is gonna be out, and Kia survives for another day, and they got the elimination in that squad.
Oh, Rice Noodles right now. This was the guy. I remember it so well. I know he changed his IGN, but he's the one who also clutched something all the way back in FPC 1. And talking about Season
Oh.
2 right now, everyone's looking to
Oh.
create their saga. Look at the defender plays coming through from all of the Maggies here are just connecting. This is just so nice to watch.
Oh,
Elimination
man.
now. Cholo's down for Montas.
Yeah, Jolo is gonna be down there at the edge of that bridge, and that's not a good spot to be in. Under the bridge, it's not where you want to be. Now is getting a lot of kills here, and Kia is gonna be seen. Rice Noodles might get eliminated. No, it's not gonna work. Cost Bang is just hitting his shots, and Eternity is gonna be the one that they're gonna fight in the end for sure.
This is way too good for Nows right now. They got a good high ground as compared to the others who are on the ground. Butcher goes in to confirm the kill. And now it seems like it is going to be 4 squads left. They got an MG7-2 here for full clip, so that's a lot to work with for Nows PC.
Great shots coming from AIM. Eternity and Now's PC are full squads. They're the squads that want to go for the fight. Fernan is going to be down. Kia still has 2 members. You still have 3 stragglers on the map and 2 complete squads.
Oh no, now I think it's gonna be down to either Now's PC and Eternity here that might go head-to-head in the last stand. And looking at the position and the frags, Now's PC has racked up 16 frags, and this time they're the ones who's gonna do a checkpoint up against Eternity, who is down on the bridge already.
Chivas got the kill against Derps. Can still go for more. Eternity is just so confident. AIM was able to run away. Butcher playing it safe. Goes back to his low ground. And now they still have the vision erosion just to push him back. Zone's gonna be closing down. Everybody needs to get close.
Oh no, Eternity right now. They're looking for a power position.
Oh!
Noodles, the last one down. So it's gonna be Now's PC and Eternity. Punches away against each other.
Absolute gravity was used, pushed him back. But AIM is gonna go in, try to fight back against the members of Eternity. They got the kill on Rates. They have 1 HP on AIM. They need to go at it, but they have the vision erosion to help them out. Eternity is still at the low ground, but now PC still keeps their high ground.
Oh, even the frags, they're equal right now. Eternity and Now's PC.
Got the first shot. They got the first kill, and that's gonna be good. Right now, they need to go in. AIM was able to get the HP that he needs, and now they're staying at the top. And Now's PC just got the kill, and Eternity is gonna fall down. And 21 kills for Now's PC for game 1.
Oh my, this is exactly what Now's PC needed to do. The adjustments that they did were so real. They know that the flight path sometimes will not favor them. And this is exactly what happened here in the first map. They were the last ones to drop at their comfort drop, which was Power Tree Station. And to be able to make it here to the southern side of the map just goes to show how much that they have adjusted in their team composition and the way that they played things out this time. So usually you'd see Now's PC struggling to come over here to the south side, but this time they managed to rack up at least a level 5 armor before going into the final circle and getting the siege onto that area of the map, like getting in that checkpoint up against Eternity. They were able to get a very good high ground and of course racking up 21 frags here for the very first map here of this grand finals.
Now's PC came back from what we thought was a very bad day yesterday. 21 kills. That is enough to say that all 3 games they had, or rather 6 games that they had, this is probably a good total from those games. And now 21 kills is where they start. And that is a good place to start if they want to take that top 1 spot against a team like Eternity, against a team like Mantis. And this is a chance for them to snag that top spot against those squads.
Oh, look at the damage here. And the damage taken by AIM, it's almost the same, right? Almost 2,000 damage. He was the one who racked up the most damage here in this game, but it was, of course, Cosbang who has been providing him so much aid ever since. They have been stepping up here for Nows. And looking at the final tally here for the squads, 15. And it's quite surprising that some of the teams that we have predicted to be on top actually are on the bottom of the list. Beta PC to be one. And now Eternity and Now's PC. I think what really backfired here for Eternity is they camped out too long. They're over at the checkpoint at the Batcave, and when they had to move out, Now's PC just had the prime position there to be able to take anything. The vision erosion there was casted right in the nick of time for AIM to be able to, you know, reconvene, reposition, and was able to take in the kills there up against Eternity.
That is true. That vision erosion was perfect. That's the reason why AIM was able to get the kill on Tat from Raids, and after that, they were able to get the regen on AIM, and that really snowballed in their favor. Once Eternity is in the low ground fighting a high ground at the center of the zone, that is so hard for them. They didn't have any way of going at the top, and they didn't have any vehicles. That's why Naos was confident to take the fight, and they were not giving up that building because they know that was their key to victory, and they used that building at max maximum advantage for the squad there.
And what really didn't work out well for Eternity, right? They were preparing so well that okay, the circle might actually close in on that high ground that they had, that watchtower that they had, but instead, you know what? It actually closed down all the way nearer to the construction site, wherein they had to move out, right? They had to even swim, I believe, to get over to the other side where now's PC was just waiting for them. And having the high ground here in, of course, Farlight 84 is just king right now. We've seen it in the Lambton map and even in Sunset City, right? Having a high ground can just give you so much leverage and all the altercations that you want to go in.
Yeah, it's so good, especially for those times. The high ground is always going to be great. The only time that it's going to be hard is if you're at the center of the zone and you need to go back down against a team that is down there in the area. And also, one of the great things about that is they were able to make use of it, maximize it. They were the two teams that were fighting each other, and in the end, they were still the two teams that stayed in the end. Again, that was just it for our first game, everybody. Let's take a look at what happened again, and we're going to be giving you the highlights of that game. And the MVP of that game is gonna go to Cosbang. Honestly, it was very well deserved because Cosbang with that vision erosion was the reason why they won in that last zone.
You know, every time an Ember pops up here, I always tell Kylie, I'm pretty sure Dash is very happy about
Yeah,
this one,
I
right?
think I remember you always say that, but this is nice. We are now 0 out of 1. No Maggies.
0 out of 1. No Maggies yet. I think we
Yeah.
just jinxed it right before the broadcast.
Yeah.
But you know,
We don't
it's
have
nice
Maggie.
to see the embers. It's really nice to see the embers because this really takes me all the way back to ACC when, you know, I was just starting out in Farlight and, you know, embers were such a huge thing. And when we went to FPC 1, it kind of slowly died down. And then here going back into the end of FPC 2, it is just so nice to see the embers finally being utilized to its fullest potential.
Yeah, and I really love that Cosbank always is the one using it for Naos. They have always loved playing the Embers on their side because they know how to play around it, especially with AIM playing a bit aggressive. That's the reason why he has like 1,800 damage taken, is because AIM tries to take a risk, tries to bait himself every time, and Cosbank is the reason why he always gets away because of the vision erosion.
Yeah, I love how you pointed that out because it's true,
Yeah.
right? We've seen several times aim with the Maggie, right? Like the tactical
Yeah.
rolls just make you so mobile. And once his
Yeah.
armor is down, he can just rely on Cosback to have that vision erosion
Yeah.
up. Okay, have that vision erosion up, get me back up, and you know it's all well, right? And I think there
Yeah.
was a time in map number 1, like aim went out to take down Wraiths, but
That's
then he
true.
got gunned down. So
Yeah.
once the vision erosion was back up, right? Cos was like, don't worry. I got you there, AIM. I got you. And I think the adjustments that the Naos did to their composition was just way too good, right? They got a scout, they got a healer, they also got a defense. So it's a little bit more balanced out to what they had in the previous games.
Yeah, the more we lose the Cypher in the meta, the more teams that don't put the Cypher in their composition, the more the Ember is gonna get a lot more value. That's why now PC is one of the teams that really tries to maximize it, waits for the EMP before they drop the vision erosion themselves, because that's the biggest counter to why Ember was not meta for the past few tournaments that we had. That's why it's so hard. It's so hard to actually use the Ember on those stuns because one vision erosion could be countered by an EMP shock.
Man, you know what? Speaking of, we have to go to a quick vision erosion first, but when we
Yeah.
come right back up, of course, we're going to be heading into map number 2. So don't you guys go away. We'll be right back after this one.
You heard about Mike? Oh, they say he's like a giant, all decked out in heavy armor. He's the baddest legend in this city. No cap. Straight up. Baddies bounce when they spot him. Dare to mess with him, you'll get hurt. Nah, that ain't it. Why? Okay, hear me out. He's got that never give up attitude and hands quicker than anyone. He's always working on every muscle and improving himself. He's ready to pop up wherever people need help.
That ain't cool at all. Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fast, yeah.
We're back to the PC finals, and we're gonna go to game 2 after. So, after the players are ready, actually. So, again, we're still gonna be your casters. My name is Dash, and I'm here with Burger Kim. And game 1 was a banger. Naos was able to get their win, as was predicted by some of our casters.
Yeah, I think it was Bibimbap from the Tagalog broadcast who actually named Naos as her top 1. Hey, to be fair, okay, I named Naos in my top 3. In my top 3 list. So I'm curious about yours. I forgot what's on your list, Ash.
I think Naos was in my top 3.
Also
3.
in your top 3.
Yeah.
Because come on, you can't deny their performance, right? They've been so consistent. So I think, even though they did struggle yesterday, I think they can definitely make it, right? Especially with that game 1 explosive match that they had.
If they're gonna have the same consistency all throughout the whole series, it's gonna be good, because with this 21 kills, that's gonna be enough. As long as they stay until the end, maybe get a top 2 or top 3, there is a chance that they could just snag the win there. But remember, game 2 is where it is gonna shake up, because the next map is gonna be Lambton, and where positioning is gonna be much more important because of how there's such a big open field whenever you're not on a POI.
You know who does really well in Lambton? Looking at our grand finalist teams, there's one that was able to rack up the most damage in a single game, and that was Fantasy from DD and they've actually at least gotten almost all of the Lambton maps. Either they've won or at least gotten a top 5 placement in the map. So I think DD is one of the teams that we have to look out for. They're just, it's a thing, right? That some players or some teams, some squads are just more comfortable in Sunset City. Of course, it is one of the most favorite maps, one of the maps that you really start out with in Farlight 84, and there are players that really shine in Lambton.
Yeah, and there also comes to how the evolution of the tournament is gonna be. Like, the Lambton is always gonna be part of the tournament now, and after season 3, I think during the next major patch that we'll have, there's a teaser that we're gonna have another third map. Are we gonna see that third map on the rotation once we go to season 3? That's gonna be the question. And being good at Lambton is an asset that a team could use for themselves. Again, we're gonna go to game 2, everybody, and this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to a vacation, because Lambton is gonna be our map.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look at the names in Lambton, right? Holiday Resort, obviously, right? But definitely these teams are not going on a vacation right now, because of course they have to win in this map to get in, of course, the points here for our grand finals. And mind you, it's a reset here in our grand finals. We're gonna be seeing, of course, the teams will have to work it to their favor here in Lambton. And looking at this, Powerhouse have already secured a hold of the Nova. I think all of the Novas here are going to be highly contested, right? Because there's just so much resources in all of the Nova areas here in Lambton.
Yeah, especially in the Nova Energy Station. Yes, it's the center of Staptor Maintenance Storage and Nova Research Lab, but that area is now a hot zone. That is gonna be a very consistent spot, especially now PC really loves going to that area. And also because it's a hot zone, one BAP got there a bit earlier. So along the area, or at least around the area, there's a lot of shield XP. So being around the area is still good.
I think the high resource area, once you come out of it, at least a level 4 armor for some of you who manages to pick it up. So that is such a good start. I love how now PC also respected the fact that one BAP is there. I think there's some sort of like competition between these two. Rivalry competition between these two teams, because it seems like they always go up against each other. And that was also the same case yesterday with DD and Beta PC, right? For some reason, DD always trying to get the respawn pods out of Beta PC. So once they face them again in the map, they're sure of elimination. So that's some sort of strategy, especially, that if there are rivalry in between these teams. I like the strategy this time of now, knowing that they've know that one map is in that high resource area. I think they're just gonna go for the sides instead. So that's also a good call, although there's not a lot to work with, right? So they might just wait out for one map to leave that area and then go right in.
Yeah, this is one of the thing about Lambton. The area around a big POI doesn't really have a lot of things, especially the small houses, the unnamed areas. There's not a lot of resources at those areas. It's probably just like a pit stop that you could just go to, then just run away as fast as you could, because you're not gonna get anywhere when you go there. So it's a big strategy in Lambton to be on those big POIs, because you can get as much as you can. Just small shield XPs and getting to level 3 armor is gonna be enough.
Yeah, but there's definitely gonna be a lot of squads here. Yeah, the EMPs have been invested here, and Powerhouse
Yeah.
PC just had a really rough time. And now if they can manage to bully out these squads who are trying to get in the area, they can just have a secure hold.
Yeah, Powerhouse is not getting the better end of the stick there. They lost a lot of their members already. Respawners are going to be back down, and Notorious with a Z was able to win.
Oh, this is the Notorious yesterday that we've seen. If they snowball, they can just definitely snowball all the way to get in at least like... Yesterday when they snowballed, 28 frags in the semifinals group stages. So that is just insane coming out from Notorious. And I think we have to take note of that as well, because so far right now they got a hold of Nova. Over on the side though, DD and
DD
Mantis
M3.
going up against each other.
Yeah, having a hard time. It's a good thing they have a Vision Roshan just to help them out. But right now, Mantis, I think they have advantage, but DDMT has a spot of their own. They still have a great amount of area, open area for the side right there of Mantis. That's why they're not having the best time here. Right now, DDM3 is still staying their ground.
DD right now, one of the teams that I did mention that they are a bit more passive right now. They have to go up against a very aggressive Mantis right now that has just so much more arsenal than them. Level 4 armors. DD only has level 3 and Corfi only has a level 2 armor.
Kia's gonna come in though, so this is gonna be
party?
bad. There's a lot of areas here that they need to be careful of. Mantis is gonna be running away because they know that there's another squad. That's why Kia is gonna be the one taking over the battle. And DDM3, remember, they only have pounds on their side, so Kia has advantage. They're just gonna be using long range, use the Vision Roshan themselves, get inside. They still have a restoration field, but that smoke is gonna be helpful for the squad. And at the area, Kia is just having the greatest of days. They're hitting DDM3 where it hurts, and they're losing all their members right now.
Wow, Kia is the team to just go in for the aggressive right now, catching DD off guard and knowing that DD's a little bit more passive, right? They're not going to go in for the engage, but instead they use it to disengage. Mantis is here as well, trying to get in at Kia right now, who has gotten a secure hold of DD. If they manage to take down Kia, they can reap all the rewards.
Yeah, Pew Pew got it. Now they're trying to hit flamethrowers right there. Might be falling down, but so far Mantis still just got one. They played it safe. When they knew that Kia is here, they tried to run away. They were a bit too late to that third party.
Oh man, they could have at least, if they were able to catch Kia there off guard. They're that type of team that really loves to go super aggressive on one squad, that they don't take notice of the other squads who are in the area. So they focus their fire on just one squad, that they don't look at the overall picture. And now Kia as well, right? Mantis was just a little bit too late there. If they've gotten there on time, they could have at least taken down the respawn pods of Kia.
Yeah, and that was also enough there for Mantis. It's a squad that wants to get on the top spot right now. They're overall top 6 from the last game. They weren't able to get on a spot in where they're confident that they might be able to take a win against Naos. Now they want to be a bit more aggressive. We're seeing a lot more. Oh, what was that shot from Winter? Getting RCM from far away. And now they might be able to get a lot more. And so far, Beta PC is just going to be holding them down. With that EMP shot at top, Built Diff is going to have a hard time. And so far, with the respawners, they're going to go back up.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to hold their ground, but Beta PC right there. I think I love the fact that we did shine a bit of spotlight on that stellar win that is so much more evident here in the Lambton map as compared to Sunset City, wherein there's a whole lot more defenders. So the defenders are really rare to come by here in Lambton map.
Now, it's going to be a good start with that quick damage from Paragons. Getting some damage. Oh, that Uzi was not enough. Might be able to get more. Look at that tactical roll. They got the kill. Mantis loses one more member. Revert is going to be the last one. They got the last kill. Mantis still has Revert. And right there at the top, Paragons is still waiting for them to get out. Right there, they have some damage. They got some vision. That blinding mark was enough to stop him. And that is Paragons winning the battle.
Oh man, Paragons coming through here at the sentry post. Is there going to be a recontest here for squad number 4? But take note, you know what? Paragons have to take note of the other squads that are also closing in. It's going to get really congested here at the sentry post. They make that 1, 2, 4 squads that are in the area. So this is looking really deadly. We could see some eliminations come off, but fortunately enough for the other squads who have maintained their ground, they still have their respawn pods up.
Yeah, still have respawners rates. One of the squads got the top 3 a while ago. They are now placing themselves on a safe spot just for them to not get eliminated here. But Eternity, right now in our vision, in our observer, we're going to be seeing them. And they are trying to fight against Beta. Beta lost the fight a while ago. That's why they don't really have a lot of resources now. And now Eternity is just gonna be pushing them, and that is gonna hurt. That Blazing Infantry is just gonna slide over Rookie, and Rookie's dead.
Yeah, fortunately enough, you know, they are a bit scattered out this time. They can't really go for their respawns, and their Eternity is just holding this area right now. It's only VJ. Making a run for it. I don't think he can make it out. 1 HP! Oh no, cluster grenades.
Yeah, wasn't able to get any damage though, so that's gonna be it. Beta PC losing one more member, but there's another squad coming in.
Oh, Eternity, that's squad number 11. Coming right through here. I think that should be Paragons, and this is the point where Eternity just used up all their resources up against Beta.
Yeah, Paragon's gonna be running in. Don't have resources right here. They're gonna be going at the top, taking it slow. This is what's good about Harbor. A lot of plays, 2 headshots, and Archon was able to get that one win of that battle. Paragon's very healthy. They know that they can win against this squad. Eternity might have a hard time when they try to fight. That's why they're just running, and that is enough to get them out of their respawners.
Yo, look at Maestro here. 10 frags for Paragons. 5 of them coming out from Maestro right now. And they got a hold here of Nova Harbor. This is good. They're at Zone's Edge, and knowing that the squads who will be closing in, one of them is Beta PC. They only got a straggler here. That's Morphe. I don't think it's going to be easy to, you know, face the wrath here of the defenders. I did mention that this gun was super hard to come by here in Lambton. And having it under the hands of Maestro is just really deadly right now. Morphe only got a rock there for cover, so there's really nothing much you can do left or right. You got it covered, and Paragon's just got a secure hold, a secure picture of the area, and I think it's only going to be Morphe coming out of there, so Paragon's just has their eyes set on this guy.
Yep, they're gonna go at it. So far from what we're seeing, Paragons are just gonna be running out. They're at the edge of the zone, so they're in the safe spot. But 13 squads, look at how close everybody is in charging station. Everybody's there. It's so scary because one wrong mistake, one wrong position could definitely end your lives.
Oh, no.
And now SPC, even Eternity, got eliminated a while ago. So that's why these 2 squads are on the eyes of everybody.
Now this time, now it's PC on the lower ground, right? This is going to be a bit harder, knowing that there are squads that love camping out on the high ground here, especially in Lambton. This is super vital, and looking at that, a lot of them are threading on Zone's Edge, Kitsune Daiichi Powerhouse. They have to make a move for it, knowing that the other squads here, power position is definitely going to go to squad number 5, who has gotten a secure hold of that middle area. Looking at their squad status here, 10 frags is the most that we have here for this map, and I think that's gonna go to Paragons if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so Eternity got eliminated from that last fight that we've seen in where they were chased. So Paragons just eliminated Eternity, who is gunning for that top 2 spot. So Eternity, not really a great start in this series. Losing round 2, oh, this is bad for them overall. But again, now SPC is also in the same spot. They're having a hard time garnering resources. This is what's hard about Lambton. It's so hard to get resources, especially if you don't have any vehicles on your side.
Yeah, and the composition right now, some of the teams, right? Again, 4 attackers here for built different. I see some of the teams utilizing a Momoy here, right? Like getting in the supply drop, because there's a really long standoff here. You see this? A lot of squads are in close proximity, but none of them are actually going for it, right? So the Momoys, the Sianas are going to be very vital here, especially for the squads who have it in their composition. I'm not so sure if now's PC has that. They've worked with that type of composition back in the semifinals, so let's see if they'll utilize that Momoy here once again. It's going to be so good to get that supply drop, right? Not just the supply drop coming in from Farlight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And now, Built Diff, look at this. They're looking for any resources that they can here. Try to fight, try to get...
Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3.
Yo, you heard about Mike? Oh, they say he's like a giant, all decked out in heavy armor. He's the baddest legend in this city. No cap. Straight up. Daddies bounce when they spot him. Dare to mess with him, you'll get hurt. Nah, that ain't it. Why? Okay, hear me out. He's got that never give up attitude and hands quicker than anyone. He's always working on every muscle and improving himself. He's ready to pop up wherever people need help.
That ain't cool at all. Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fast, yeah, you're gonna shut away. Battle your battles, you gotta turn it out with a cure. Breathe in the world. You teach me how to do it, I wanna take a swim and bring me with you one time. Keep it going, yeah, you take me under your wing. Let me do my thing. And then it went like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, you heard about Mike?
Back to the game we go, and we're waiting for the next game. It's gonna be game 3, and we're gonna be back at Sunset City. It's like 20-minute vacation to Lambton, and now we're gonna go back to Sunset City after.
Yeah, I love how you had to put on your specs because I have one myself. Don't worry, I got
Yeah, there
I
you
got
go.
you.
There you go. There you go.
He was like, wait, there's something new with you. Yeah, I gotta put mine on as well. Yeah, I actually have this on during the game, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, just to give us a better picture because we're going to Sunset City once more, I think, for this next map. So it's like a mix and match. I love how this is actually happening, right? And it's even gonna be more exciting as we reach in, the next few seasons, right? We're gonna be having, of course, different maps as well. That
Yeah,
will be coming in.
I hope that after this we're gonna have in season 3 at least we're gonna have a lot more. But very sorry for you guys if you didn't see the redeem code a while ago. So here it is for you guys. We're gonna have our first redeem code back again in the screen. Thank you very much for this milestone, and I think we have some more surprises for you later on. I mean, in just like 1 minute or 2 minutes, you're gonna see that surprise.
Yeah, that's gonna be Yeah, whole lot more redeem codes. I'm talking about the entire duration of our PC finals, right? The more viewers that we get, the more milestones that we unlock. Yesterday, we actually unlocked like a
Yeah.
jetpack. So if you guys keep on sharing the stream, help us reach more viewers. We're definitely gonna give out a whole lot more, couple of skins maybe if we reach more milestones. But here it is, Dash. I think there's gonna be another one there if you
We
guys
got
missed
the
out.
1,000? Okay, yeah. Thank you very much to everyone for
Thank you,
watching. We
guys.
reached 1,000 viewers today. 30 diamonds is gonna be given to all of you who are watching, and you can get it. Just get the CD key and redeem this code for yourselves. And again, that was just a surprise for you guys. And again, there's a lot more surprises for us as we head into the game a lot more later on. I think we're gonna be having a lot more skins, because remember yesterday we had so much skins being given out.
Oh, I think by the time it reached you guys, there was definitely a whole lot more viewers, right?
Yeah.
Because in the group stages, we unlocked the jetpack pretty fast. So we were
Oh,
actually
really?
surprised that it was so fast. I think in Group A we already unlocked it. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you to everyone who has been tuning in the stream. I know you guys have been waiting for those codes, but please do help us reach all of our milestones. Just by sharing the live stream over on all of your social media platforms. TikTok also has dropped, so all of our social media platforms we mentioned earlier, be sure to watch it because we're gonna give a whole lot more. And of course, it's a different ball game when we're talking about the finals here. There's a lot of goodies that Farlight 84 has in store for you guys.
Yeah, everybody is going to be given out there. And also for you guys to actually share the blessings, share the stream to your friends and tell them that the FPC PC finals is already happening. So don't forget to share it to your friends, share it, and maybe put some hashtags there. Maybe have some surprises for you guys. So again, just share it to your friends so that you'll be able to watch how it is done in Farlight in order for you to have more high quality games once you move forward, or at least get better ranks in Farlight 84.
Oh, you know what, Dash? I think I have to put this out as well. So for everyone who has been tuning into FPC2, don't forget the official hashtags. It's hashtag create your saga. I think, Dash, you dived a little bit into that, right? Everybody here, especially I think in the PC vision, it's so much more competitive here. Everybody is looking to create their own saga here. We're about to reach, of course, the map number 3. I think for now, Dash, we're definitely going to see the bigger picture here on who might actually have the higher chance on getting in this PC Grand Finals. Last season, just to give a little throwback, when you guys watched the PC Finals for FPC1, it was the closest match that we've ever seen between Dream Team and Modern X Lethal. It was only a 1-point difference that they had in the grand finals, and I think it took so much time for the operations to actually be calculating the final tally, right? It only boiled down to 1 point, so every single thing counts here in the PC grand finals.
Yeah, especially that everything has reset once we reach the semifinals. Every team right here, we're not going to be considering the FPC points anymore. We're considering the points that you'll get in the finals itself. So for all the players, especially the PC players here, they are just waiting right now. And for now as PC, as we were talking yesterday, Infinity and I were theory crafting. Maybe Naos has a strategy in store for us once we move to the finals. That's why they're putting themselves down in the ranks so that people would not mind them during the finals. And so far, it has been working. They're still at the top spot if you're going to be calculating the scores that they have, and they have the placement scores after that. So Naos PC is doing really well today.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stat sheets right now. According to the stats here, definitely, the kills, the assists, the damage.
Yeah.
Next to Naos, like top 3, okay? These are the top 3 squads that are emerging on top based on the stats that we've gathered for the first 2 maps. Naos, Paragons, and Kitsune Daichi are somewhat at par when it comes to the kills, the assists, and the total damage. But I'm not yet talking about, winning the maps. That's another thing that we have to talk about.
And also the placement points that they have. Naos PC, remember, they got the first place during Game 1. Game 2, they had top 3. So that is a lot of placement points overall for this squad. So it's not going to be easy for the other squads to follow through. They need to have better placements in the next coming games because the kills are not going to be enough. They always need to place really high.
Yeah, about the squads that have placed the most amount of damage, kills, Paragons and Kitsune Daichi, the only difference that they have with Nao's PC is not winning a map. But speaking of map, Dash, I think I hear it. Grab your jetpacks, guys, and we're gonna be jumping in to, of course, another favorite here, back into Sunset City once more. And if you help us unlock more milestones, you're gonna get that jetpack trail later on. But for now, we're gonna be heading into Sunset City here once more for our map number 3.
a bit too close here. We're gonna go like a 4 o'clock and where the capsule is gonna go. We're still at the center of the map, which is at least a bit better, but it's closely leaning to the southern side of the map, so that's why it's so hard to go to Sanctuary Tower now. So for all the teams, they're just gonna be going to Riverview Park, and we're seeing some of their members just getting there, and Build Diff is still wanting to go to that Sanctuary Tower as fast as they could.
Oh, this time it actually favors Now's PC. So what a way to go here for map number 3. They've been struggling so much ever since the semifinals. You know, the flight path just didn't favor them. They were the last ones dropping into either Sunset City or Lambton, and this time they were the first ones who dropped down. And next to that, you also have Kitsuna Daichi that dropped in a split drop at Nova Planetarium and the Nova Annex. This time, Digital Devils, they got a hold of that high resource area by the construction site, which is also their comfort drop. But look at this, the map. We see one BAP actually trading shots here up against Nitrox. So that might be the respawn pods out. I think one member of one BAP has already used it up. So that is going to be, again, one BAP has been struggling so far currently in the Grand Finals.
And we have seen the first zone already. We're at the western side of our map, favoring Now's Esports. And that would really help them out if ever they want to just edge guard everybody and just wait for them to go in. That has been a constant strategy of Now's Esports. They just want to have a better place or the best place in the area and where the zone is gonna be. And once that is established, Now's would just take down everybody who tries to get in.
Oh, wow. What is this coming out from one BAP, right? They've been trading shots here up against Nitrox.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's so wise to do that. They only got a level 1 armor as compared to Nitrox, who just came in over at the other side, just has a whole lot more to them right now. Some of them don't even have their respawn pops. They're a bit isolated right now in the map. And look at this. This is going to be a call for the aggression here up against Nitrox. So one BAP right now, they could actually face the elimination first, since they're the first one who has been beamed down here by Nitrox.
What's hard about this is that Beta PC is also here, so one BAP is going to get that brink from Beta PC. And even if we had the respawn, as Powerhouse is also coming out, there's a lot of chaos at this side of the map. Squad 7, 9, 3, and 13 are just on top of each other's lungs.
You know, there were maps that one BAP actually could have won, but they tried to make in plays, like, you know, plays that could actually backfire up against them, and this is one of them, right? Okay, they don't have any of their respawn pods. If they face any other squad who's here, and speaking of any other squad, there's 10 and 5 who's actually closing in on them. This might be really dangerous for them. They haven't even looted anything yet. It's only Kaylee that has that level 3 armor.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard though. They don't even have vehicles on their side, so this is gonna be a time
Only
for
one.
them to just rethink their decision.
Oh, no.
DDN3 is already here
Yep.
in one map. Oh no, they're gonna get gunned down by Singon even when inside. And Miko is just gonna be left alone there. They're just gonna be getting the armors down. And this is what DDN3 wants. They want revenge from the past few maps. They haven't had the best of games. And at least now they got their first kill.
You know what? Digital Devils is one of the squads that is just very calculated when you take all of those risks, right? Knowing that one BAP does not have a lot, right? They've been making so much ruckus earlier up against the other squads that they've been facing. And right now, you know, they're on the brink of elimination for some of them, right? I think respawn pods have been taken out earlier, and DD just knows that very well. They can capitalize on the situation. Chuya and Yue already has level 4 armors, and if they take one BAP down, that should be good for them. Beta PC as well from the other side.
Yeah, Beta PC wants to go for a fight. They thought that this is still one BAP, but when they saw the armors, they know that this is not the same squad. They are running away. They don't want to take the battle there.
Oh man, but you know what? One of the most overlooked vehicles as well is the Air Beast. We see that has shred so much of the armor of the side of Digital Devils. But here, Powerhouse, okay, they find themselves in the middle of the map over here at the motel, up against Notorious, not RZ.
Battle's not working out in their favor, though. Powerhouse is just losing a lot of these battles ever since the start of this series. They haven't won a single 1v1. They have won some fights, but not a squad versus squad battle. And Notorious winning the fight again. This is a testament to what we were saying here.
Oh man, you know what's the reason behind that? Because Powerhouse hasn't been able to drop in Sunflower Shopping Mall.
That's true.
You know, they've only been dropping at the mansion. There's really not much you can get there as compared to Sunflower Shopping Mall. So it's not their comfort drop. They're respecting that Kia has been dropping there.
Yeah, that's why they haven't had the best of games. But right now, Build Diff, so far also one of the squads that hasn't had the best of games. Worry Bear, RCM are still alive. They have some respawners, but Mantas is so fed. And this is not a fight that they want to take. They should use their respawners to run away.
Oh, man. If you're talking about resources and armors, that's going to be Mantas that has a whole lot more. Talking about this team Mantas, right? They are that kind of explosive team that is just, if they go unpunished, they can just take in everything. But you make the PC. Wow, Winter with a slither of HP manages to make it through there with that 1v1. But, you know, it's still not over. Another squad's coming in here.
Oh no, he's gonna be
man.
down. The respawners are gonna be used right now. Notorious just got another win on that battle. That 5 kills that they have is because they fought against Powerhouse and they got the kill in Winter a while ago. But DD is in the area and the fight could still brew right here.
They got a high ground here for DD is exactly what they're known for. High ground kings right now, but not RZ going for a 1v1 up against them.
Oh no, Notorious has got to win again in this battle. DD would need to run away from this. And they have a flamethrower for themselves. They're trying to run away, but yes, it's gonna work. But Notorious got another kill there.
Yeah, Notorious just notoriously known for those very explosive engages. And you know, looking at their composition right now, they're going for the 4 attackers, and you know, DD definitely loves to play in with more space, with more ground, and definitely Notorious did not give them that. And now they have a secure hold of this area beside this bridge, and we all know that bridges are places that people really want to camp out and go for those encounters.
I like how they changed the flamethrower, right? Because with the change that they had for the flamethrower,
it's a lava right now.
They can clear angles a lot better compared to before. That's why it's way easier today to have these vehicles in their rotation, because the flamethrower is so helpful in clearing those places that you don't. Compared to the weapon that it has before, the same as the Blazing Infantry, it's way better just because you can clear angles. Look at what they're doing. They're clearing angles just by putting out the lava inside those buildings. Yeah.
You don't even need the face check anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just put out the lava, you know if someone's there. Now it's PC right now.
What was that win from AIM? That was crazy. He was fighting amongst the 3 there and they didn't know that he was there. AIM just got a win easily and built it again. Oh, they're just unfortunate this game, and they have not taken any resources, and now SPC could definitely eliminate them.
Wow, to add up to all the damage, look at the bombardments coming in. Build diff, they don't even have any armors, and look at this now, it's just capitalizing on that. Not so sure if they had their respawn pods still up, but that's gonna be Monfushi beamed down as well there from the side here of Now's PC. But you know, the Reaper's gonna be with them here. Okay, the PC has been making so much plays here for the defending champs.
Yeah, Paragons is just making sure that they're gonna get that top 2 spot again this game. They lost 1 member, but there's another squad coming up. Squad 2 is gonna be here, and this is a fight that they don't want to take. Notorious is a
not
complete
RZ.
squad, and Paragons is just gonna be losing Maestro in the battle. Tactical rolls away, but it's not enough. Notorious is just cleaning house, and they want to kill Paragons as fast as they could.
Oh, Paragons and Notorious, both of them have the similar composition. And this means it's a full-on engage, and how chaotic it is to be putting it in this carnival where chaos just ensues. And these 2 teams with all 4 attackers, this might just be it for either Notorious or the side of Paragons, right? Both of them don't even have the respawn pods up at this point.
Yeah, and Paragons only has 1 more member that is still alive, and that's one of the disadvantages of this game. Especially if you won the first 2 games, you're gonna be in the skies of everybody. Everybody's crosshair is gonna be right there. And Bethel the God just got a kill from so far away, seeing where Mantis is, and Mantis is not having greatness of days here.
Oh man, Battle the God, ever since yesterday's games, all of his shots have been connecting. And I think that explains all of the damage he's been getting on this Maggie, right? Having the tactical role just enables him to just keep on shooting at these players from Mantas, gatekeeping them from Carnival. This is such a good spot for Beto. Definitely he's not gonna let Mantas escape this. We got a couple stragglers here pretending to be a part of Carnival, but whereas Notorious right now, they're beaming out Mantas, making sure that they don't make it out here, or at least waste their resources before they come into Carnival.
Yeah, and Mantis are just gonna be able to get that revive a while ago. They got 1 kill, but right now it's not really working out for the squad. And Bethel the God confident in his shots here, even in the God spot. You can be seen by everybody, which is one of the bigger disadvantage of it. But the problem with Mantis staying in that area is that they need to cross. They might not be able to cross in where Mantis... Okay, they're gonna be going away. They don't want to take that battle anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it did pay out well for Bethel the God, but I don't think he has any more ammo. So he has to come down there from that high ground, right? And Mantis right now, man, they've, care of Battle the God, they have to rotate towards this area, but, this is exactly where Now's PC is. They're camping out right there, so they have to either face the Rat, the defender plays coming out from Battle the God, or Now's PC, who's right here right now, and I think they're very well fed as of this moment. This is their comfort drop. It's very near Power 3, and I think it might just be devastating for the other squads who close in.
What I like about Mantas is they're one of the squads that are not afraid in taking the fight against Naos Esports, and that's why they're confident that they might be able to win against them. And now Kya fighting against Kitsune Daichi is like a repeat of Game 2, where Kya is now the ones winning against Kitsune Daichi. And this is a shame. Powerhouse not having the best of days, gets the elimination in 1, and they are gonna eliminate DD out of the game.
Oh man, the high win rate that I mentioned about Lambton, we are in Sunset City right now, so DD is just, I guess, I wouldn't say as comfortable as they are in the Lambton map. So our map winners for map number 2 is already out. And we still have another Digital Devils who's here in this group, and that is DDN3. They are, one of the squads that have had top placements. When it comes to the Gators, though, they're a little bit more passive as compared to the other squads who are on this lobby.
They are going to go for the fight here. They have the vision Roshan, no vision for the other side. It's a good thing they have the aim shot just to stop them from pushing. And now, with the vision Roshan, they're going to fall down. One map is now out of the game again.
They've had a very rough start earlier, not finding in good ground. They've been chased out, bullied out of all the areas that they've been in. And right now, the Digital Devils, I think this is what's good about the squad. Very calculated risks that they're taking. And now they've managed to get in 1 elimination. Not RZ as well, willing to camp out here in Carnival. And that's it. Battle the God finally comes down on that high ground. They should make a move for it because it's going to close in at Planetarium. So Carnival isn't exactly the place that you want to stay in.
Yeah, and Notorious just got another kill there. Found somebody just being a straggler on the squad.
It's
just checked at it, and that's good that they were able to take them down out of the game. And now we still have 10 squads on the board. We are waiting for them to get into the last zone there.
Ooh, Now's PC once again got a hold on a Planetarium here. Speaking of the most number of frags, it's actually not RZ that has the most frags here, 9 frags. So if this keeps up, this was the exact same thing that happened to them in the group stage. If they keep this up, they can actually snowball for the win here. But Now's PC right now, they are in an area that they know so well. This is pretty near towards Power 3 Station. They got a good high ground. And Full Clip has that MG7 here as well.
Oh yeah, Notorious is also in the area, but they are at the valley. They really don't have any vision on where everybody is. But what's good about this is that Naos and Mantas, they're close to each other, but there's no fight happening just yet. And they are waiting for a chance to pounce. Powerhouse is going to be eliminated out of the game. That's a good start right there. Kitsune Daichi already fighting against Beta.
Oh no, Beta? I'm not so sure they have... Okay, there should be some stragglers there. I think they got their respawn pods earlier down. So I think, if Rookie has been consistent as the last man standing for Beta PC. But you know what? If he's out here, he can face the wrath of Mantas. He's the only one alive here. And all of these squads are gatekeeping the Planetarium. So it's not going to be easy to rat this one out.
Naos and Mantas are so close to each other that I'm kind of scared of what is going to happen here in this battle. Because so far, Mantas is just keeping tabs on everybody and just putting everybody on each spot. Eternity's still alive though. It's been a while since we've seen a camera and where Eternity is still alive, but Eternity is looking to find any opportunities this game, but they're at the valley. They don't have a vehicle. Yes, they have though. They have a gunboat, but this is still going to be a hard match for them because they're going to be fighting against Kya. Look at Kya. They're going to be using this 4-legged lizard against them.
Kya right now is the type of squad that loves to camp out on the center circle, but sometimes it just doesn't work in their favor, knowing that, the other squads that are coming in has a whole lot more resources than you. But so far, they got a decent armor here, at least a level 4, a level 5 for Axel. Right now, they're gatekeeping Eternity from coming into the Annex 2 here. And Eternity right now, they're facing either they should do a detour over to the other side, but it's gonna be easy as well. They have to face DD or Notorious here.
Oh no.
Man, they're taking shots.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of HP. Kitsune Daichi is also in the area, especially in the high ground, the highest ground that we have in Nova Planetarium, and just waiting for them to push through. But right there, the push from Battle the God just got the elimination in 1, and Julia is gonna be the last one standing for the squad. Singot is gonna be taken down, and Digital Devils is now down.
Oh man, Battle the God just working wonders here for Notorious, and right now they have their eyes set On the other squad, Eternity, that is trying to come in as well. And this is the second time we've seen Eternity in a low ground. This is definitely not going to favor them.
Ooh.
But over on the high ground, though, Kitsune Daichi, Amari
invader.
spots in
Oh,
not
man.
RZ. Wow. One down
Yeah.
for their side.
Yeah, that was just a great elimination. Eliminating one Amari is going to be a big blow for their squad. Eternity already used their
Eternity,
ultimates.
though.
They want to go in. They have some ultimates. They're waiting for any pushes to happen. They use the Impi Shock just for them to secure this area. And Kya is being pulled back a while ago.
Yeah, Eternity right now just choosing to go for this Annex instead, right?
Oh, Rice Noodles.
If they go to the other side, they will face another squad who has a better high ground. Mantas right now trying to
Yeah.
close in on Now's PC, who has used up their heals. Oh no, aim is down though.
2-pack and full clip are going to be next, and that's going to be the kill that they want. Mantis
the
just
other one
won the
left.
battle, and that is going to be what they want for the squad. They still have one member alive, though, but Mantis just won the battle.
Oh no, right now Kia is going to be facing in the Wrath of Eternity right now. All 4 members are here, and they're looking to take this area for themselves. It is actually going to be closing in near the Annex, so the Eternity definitely wants to win this one. But Kia's like, no, we're here first. We're definitely going to keep our high ground. Let's see how Eternity will push this situation, knowing that they have the cohort shift to actually pull in some sort of play here up against Kia. And knowing Kia, they've been camping out here for so long, they wouldn't want to give this up to Eternity easily. But Eternity just has so much more, right? They got a gun both.
They have the cluster grenade though. If Rice Noodles
exactly.
gets a good angle here, they could definitely eliminate everybody. Zone's gonna be closing down. And Kya needs to move around. You need to be careful about this area though. Kitsune Daichi is just getting eliminated by Mantis. Mantis is having a great game today. They got 5 squads right now. 2-pack is still alive, so now still has a chance in getting a good placement.
Yeah, the 2-pack, it's all up to him. But fortunately enough, he's a Siana, so he should be able to heal up as well with the ultimates. But now Eternity and Kya, it's a very long standoff. There's some shield XP devices here as well. And this is going to be the final zone. So Kya's not going to give up this piece of real estate. Everybody has all their eyes set on them. You have Notorious, who is going for this area as well instead of the planetarium. And this is going to actually put all of their focus up against Kya, who's out in the open right now. Whereas Eternity is going to be holding it out here on the sides. 8 frags for them.
They already move around. Look at that. That's going to be 1 kill from Battle of the God from far away. That's going to be 1 down. Kya is going to be eliminated. Great shot coming from Revert. And they are just going to be moving around. Kya is just playing for placements now and waiting for any stragglers to move in. But Notorious is such such a powerful position because they have Battle of the God being the Reaper of the game. That's why it's still scary, even if they're at the edge of the zone.
Hold on. Okay, Eternity right now, they're the only complete squad, and this last 4 squads remaining. I'm not so sure if Cal will be able to get that other member back up, but numbers advantage are definitely Eternity, right? Looking at how they're positioning right now, they're looking to actually go for the third-party play. They are positioned to do that very well. Rice Noodles as well has to move out.
He has
if
an
he moves
angle.
out,
He has
all
an
the
angle,
members of
though.
Eternity are gonna take him down.
Oh man, they're so close to each other. One cluster grenade could eliminate everybody out of the game. Rice Noodles still hesitating to make the play. They're waiting for that one play for Rice Noodles to actually make, but right now, still don't have it. Cluster grenades is going to be used, but Eternity is still not moving forward. Vision Roshan
not moving.
right there is going to be enough for them to move forward. But right there, they are done. And right now, they're going to be pushing them away. Notorious is fighting them toe-to-toe in a 3v4.
Oh no, this is such a good spot here for Eternity to be beaming everyone
Nice
down.
EMP.
They got all these as cover, but they're all huddled together. That could be a downside for this squad. And as of the moment, right, numbers advantage are definitely going towards their side. Not RZ is able to get 1 back up, so that's 3 members up and kicking for Not RZ. They have 16 frags right.
Yes, elimination. Great shot from Bethel the God, and now that's going to be the end of it. Absolute gravity is going to be used, and they're going to be pulled back, slowing them down. But Bethel the God might have a problem. There's a lot of members fighting against him. They're playing around the absolute gravity, and so far with the EMP shot on top, it's not going to work out for the squad. Eternity is making use of it, and Bethel the God is going to be their target. Aim is going to pull down, and that's going to be it. Wayne is going to be next. They still have the timing on their side. Eternity might be able to win it all. They still are looking for the last one, and they ended it. And Eternity takes the win, and Bethel the God falls.
I think that Eternity was looking for a good high ground, and this time it actually favored them. They were the last ones who closed in here on the Annex that they desperately wanted to go get up against Kya. And to think about it, they have Kya to take here. So Kya had a secure hold of that area, and Eternity wasn't able to go in, and it actually worked towards their favor. They got that good cover on the bottom ground where the rest of the squads were just fighting up against each other, and all that Eternity needed to do was have that complete squad and go in for that final siege, that third party play in that final stage of the game. 13 frags, not as explosive as the other games that they get, but at the same time, ranking the most number of frags here it doesn't really matter as long as you get in the map, and Eternity did that so well here in map number 3.
Yeah, and again, I thought that this might have been the end of Eternity, but because Rice Noodles got eliminated before he had the chance to eliminate the squad, Eternity was able to get the win because of that free time that they were given right there down at the bottom. Rice Noodles could have pulled the trigger and he could have been the hero of Kya. But no, he wasn't able to do it. In the end, it all worked out in favor of Eternity. And in the end, Notorious was foiled off their plans. I thought that Notorious could have gotten the win there, but because Eternity was still a full squad, it was easier for them to take the win.
You know what's really surprising here too is that Paragons and Built Different are on the bottom of the list here. Built Different just didn't have a really good game here. They faced Now's PC earlier when they were coming in. They didn't have anything, and Now's PC just capitalized on that. And you know what? Top 5 and top 4 here. Now's PC and Mantas actually were camping out so long in the planetarium. It's because these two squads were just expecting the circle to close there. But you know what?
That?
Nope. It was too close to the annex.
Look at the
Better
damage
God.
though. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, this is the most that we. Oh, I love how you pointed
4,040.
that. I didn't even notice that. I think this is the most that we ever got in the PC division. 4,040 from Battle the God. I think this is all care of the defender plays that he made. He doesn't even have the MG7.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. It's just him getting a lot of eliminations here. That's probably the highest kills that we have here, or rather
Ever.
damage
I think.
that we have ever for a single player in a single game. 4,040 damage, that's ridiculous. For Battle of the God was able to make it. Yesterday he had like 3,000, but now he broke the record again by himself, getting a 4,000 damage in that game.
Hey, you know what? I just want to point out that Battle the God just broke his own record. He just broke his own record. How much was his damage yesterday? Because in the group stage, he was actually able to dish out 3,729 damage. Same type of play, defender plays coming out from Miss Maggie, and it's just all connected. So, Battle the guy was just like, living up to his name, making sure that he has a whole lot more damage today in the grand final stage.
Yeah, and they were able to do it, but again, in the end, Eternity was the team who was able to win and was able to work it out for them to win it all in the end. They just did what they needed to do best. Wait for everybody to fight, then we try the third party, and that worked out in the end for Eternity.
Not RZ. I think they should at least boost up their standings here in the grand final stage, right? 4,040 damage. That is no joke to be able to dish out that amount, right? And we've seen several highlights on Battle the God, right? Like this defender plays. It was such an unfortunate spot, right? Not RZ was coming in from the planetarium, and Eternity just had so much. The circle just closed in on their favor in that last map, and it could have been not RZ, but that was really quite unfortunate. Eternity, they just played it out really well for that final circle.
Yeah, it was also a 3v4, which is why it's still hard in the end there. And Bethel the God was already half armor when they tried to fight against Eternity in the end there. So that's why here, we're back to square one. Eternity gaining the top 2 spot. If you take a look at the points, I think it's going to be shown later on at the end. So we'll know who's going to be crowned as the champions. But for now, everybody, Eternity and Naus are fighting in the top 1 and top 2 spot. And there's a difference of 12 points. So Eternity still has a chance on game 4 and game 5 to actually change things up for the squad there. But for now, it is going to be the highlights. We've had a great game, but we're going to go back to Lambton after this, and we're just going to take you back, guys, to the highlights. the MVP of that game is going to be a Bo again. I think we do. I think this day,
Okay.
Burger Kim.
No
I think we're
Maggies.
not gonna have a Maggie. Yeah, yeah. In
Just
the
called it
finals.
earlier.
In the finals, how is that possible?
1,309 for Shivas. This was the player that we highlighted yesterday. And yesterday, it was a bit more explosive for Eternity. They really struggled in the first two maps that we put out, right? And Shivas yesterday, he was able to dish a whole lot more damage, 2,000 plus. But I think this is the damage that he got in for Eternity, knowing that they didn't really have a lot of altercations with the other squads, and all they needed to do was just get that good positioning in that final circle. Having a complete squad just makes it so much more easier here for Eternity to take in the map. And the bows are being highlighted here so far. And I think the PC players are just saying that, not only can we rock the Maggie, the bows are also one of the, I would say, underrated attackers in Farlight 84.
Yeah, and also this is one of the players that really have been great ever since even season 1. Butcher and Shivas from Mugen Fatal back in the day. Now they are in the Eternity. They're the ones who always have been the highlights of those squads. And now they are being able to get, or at least they're now at the top 2 spot of the scoreboard so far, together with Naos Esports. Naos has been consistent, which is what's great about this whole series. Is Naos, this is probably the lowest they had, which is a top 5 finish, but it's still a nice placement for Naos, and they're not going to be losing anything much if they just place well during the next game, Game 4 and Game 5.
Yeah, I think they should, right? Knowing that they've already won the first map and looking at the stats here, I think this should bump up Eternity all the way more up, because they've lost in they didn't really have a good placement in the first 2 maps, so they're still on the upper half of the list, but this should bump them up. Definitely winning in the map. They didn't have that much damage in this game, but at the same time, that this should actually bring them all the way up a bit more closer to Nao's PC, knowing that, it's Kitsune Daichi, it's Paragons, it's all these squads that have been racking the most number of damage. So let's see what will pan out in the next 2 maps here of the Grand Finals.
Yeah, and for everyone out there, we're gonna have another redeem code, because thank you very much for sharing the stream and sharing it to your friends. That's why we have another redeem code here, which is a trail. What a beautiful trail that is.
Oh, it's making me hungry here. Gummy
Yeah.
candy. Yeah, even the
A
colors, right? Oh,
Yeah,
man, that's so
true.
good. Yeah, we also gave the same trail yesterday, a different trail. I think it was a blue trail yesterday. So
Yeah.
a blizzard one. So hope you guys got that. But for today, it's a gummy candy trail for Sunday. So be sure to grab that. And we're going to unlock a whole lot more skins here, Dash. We still have 2 more maps. So keep on sharing that live stream so we can unlock those milestones for us.
Yeah, we have 1,500 viewers. Thank you very much for everybody out there. But again, we are going to go to a break before we head into the next game. It was such a nice time that in round 3, we have seen very much big changes. But again, we're going to take a short break before we head into the next game. See you guys in just a bit. PC finals, it's really fast, right? We're already in round 4. Map 4 already back to Lambton for everybody. It's basically, if we on a normal day, we're already done with one group, but because it's a best of 5, we're back to Lambton, and we're gonna have a lot more strategies in store for us. As you said a while ago, DD could have another chance of taking this map against all the other squads right here.
Yeah, you've seen the early elimination on DD in Sunset City, right? I think they should be on the
Yeah.
bottom of the list. But we're going back to their comfort map, which is Lambton. And I think some of the other squads have to be taken note of here as well. So DD having in that high ground, getting in those defender plays here in such a vast map like Lambton could actually favor them to actually reach up the ranks towards the higher spot, right? Because so far, currently, it's being taken in here by Now's PC and Eternity as well. That's taking in so far the top spot.
Yeah, and that's why they want to get the top spot here. Eternity also, they would need to get more kills for this next 2 games if they want to chase Now's PC. I mean, it's just a 14-point advantage for Eternity compared to Now's PC. So there's still a bigger chance for them to come back in Game 4 and Game 5, considering that so far in the last few games, Now's just played for placements. So they could make use of that and try to find or defeat the adversary before they would be able to get more points.
Yeah, this is another map that we're talking about, and I love it, Dash, that we are getting a mix and match for the grand finals, because for back in season 1, right, we only worked with Sunset City, and I love how we're adding so much more maps. Strategies could be different, the capsulars that are being used could be different here as well, and we're going back to Lambton here, so I'm gonna be expecting to see a whole lot more Youngs to get in the information, and even the Embers as well could be utilized here.
Yeah, and we're already getting into the game, Burger King, because we are ready to go to Lambton. As we said, it's just a 20-minute vacation to not our usual place. So Lambton is where we go. And what is that capsule? That's so far up in the north.
Oh, now CC right now just working towards their favor once again, twice. Okay, the last map also, it dropped in at where they want to be at, but they're trading fire with one map right now, who has been struggling so far here in the grand finals. They haven't had good placements. I think decision making as well was so different here. They are one of the most aggressive teams, but at the same time, when you make the plays, you have to be a little bit more calculated. The high resource area is going to be at sentry posts, and I think Nitrox is going to make their way towards that area, so that's going to give you a level 4 armor. I think some orange items are available there as well, but this is Lambton that we're talking about, so I think all of the players are just deciding to go towards either the center of the map or the upper half of the map.
Yeah, big teams that you need to look at in this group, especially that we're in Lambton. There is Kitsune Daichi, who dropped 22 kills a while ago, and Paragons, who dropped 21 kills during the last game, and DD taking the top 1 spot. So those are the 3 squads that we always need to look into, because their performance in Lambton skyrocketed during that game too.
Oh, now CCC as well, respecting the fact that one map could actually take their respawn pods out. So they're actually going over to the outskirts. But there's really nothing much that you can get there. So they're just waiting for one map to make a mistake and then capitalize on that situation. And speaking of that, they find DD and 3 who's here at the area as well.
What was that shot coming in from Corfi? Just went in through the window, and now he was punished, and now they're going to be using all of their resources, and they're losing all the battle. They're fighting a 2v1, and now they're using MP Shock, but it still hasn't worked in their favor. And now PC has just won all the battles. Thank God, the last one standing. Now PC are just crazy, and they won that battle, and respawners are going to be used by DDM3.
Ooh, I love how Tupac is always the last one standing here right now. And knowing that having the Sienna be the last one standing here, this should actually give you a little bit more leverage in all of the encounters. Although now PC does not really have the best armor, I think they will be rotating towards either the energy station, wherein there's a whole lot more resources that they can take. And they just won that fight up against DD. I'm actually surprised this was DDM3 that came right in, because they're one of the squads that are known to be a little bit more calculated, a little bit more passive when it comes to the play.
Yep, and now's PC with this, got a bit of advantage, they got a bit of gear score. That's a good thing whenever you win those battles, is because you get extra damage, you get extra cooldowns for yourselves, which is really helpful. And now they're gonna go back to square one, back to the shield XPs, so that they could fight again for another day.
Yeah, they weren't able to do this earlier, knowing that there were other squads in the area, but now Nitrox and Paragons, close proximity. Look at all those lavas being put out, right? It just enables all of these squads to go up against each other.
What was that? Lin just lost that battle against Maestro, and Maestro has always been good whenever it comes to the 1v1s. Even using the Cypher was able to make it work. Nitrox hasn't had the best of days here. During the past 3 games, they haven't had kills, they haven't had good placements, and now it's happening again. Because while they're fighting, Paragons is fighting them on the other side.
Oh, no ammo though. They could have got it. Oh, there you go. Maestro's down once again. He's so out in the open. And he has to face here either Paragons or Nitrox right now. Gonna be using up that respawn pod up. So that's gonna be it. Nitrox and Paragons right now. Although I don't think these two squads have the best of the best, right? The Lighthouse. And what's really scary about the Lighthouse is whoever has the better high ground here, you have to face the round of Paragons because they're coming in through the bridges. So you're really out in the open.
Yeah, fighting against Nitrox, Lin. Oh, this is really a hard fight though. If you're fighting on Lighthouse is such a great spot. You need to cross a bridge or cross a river.
Exactly.
And it's so hard to get close to where they are. And Nitrox going here is a smart play because they can fight toe-to-toe against Paragons if they're just going to be staying in this area.
Yeah, their position is just king right now for squad number 11. And Paragons right now, they're not letting go of that, knowing that, you know, they're trying to gatekeep the other squad from coming in. DD by right now, although they face Raids here very early on. It seems like Raids gonna be winning in that gunfight though.
Oh no, they lost the battle though. Raids is just gonna take that. And they're just gonna go for the last revive that they have here for the squad. But gonna be running away from the spot because of that loss that they did. DD by would want to win again. Because they don't have any respawners anymore, it's gonna be hard this time around.
They're like, yeah, nope, we're not gonna do that, and it's gonna be devastating too if they're gonna be dropping at Fishing Village. Squad number 4 is trying to get in there as well, and knowing that they don't have the respawn pods, they're not gonna contest over this area. It's kind of understandable that the squads are going in here. 3 shield XP devices here in the Fishing Village, although it's hard to get in here, right? At least Raids has the gunboat here to traverse to the other side or to Nova Industrial Zone, so that should be good for them.
Yeah, especially if they want to, for example, Raids here. The spot that they have is already good, but they need to rotate around the area just for them to get some shields XPs from themselves. So for now, they're waiting for anybody with vehicles to go close to them because it's so risky going to POIs if you don't have a vehicle. That's why they just chose to stay in the area.
And they got the best vehicle to be able to traverse that area. A gunboat. Oh, Kitsuna Daichi, they spot Beta PC out in the open, but the circle's closing out, so they have to move out as well, both of them. But look at the logistics hub once again. This is where the circle closed in last time, and everyone just loves this area.
Yeah, and Built If, this might be their chance fighting against the Notorious. Want to go for the battle here, they're going to be ending it with the envy shock. They're going to be stopped from pushing in. And they are being used. Let's Grenade. Oh, they have to absolute gravity even. It's gonna be hard for them to move around. They lost one member. Bethel the God is still alive. They have the Vision Erosion to stop them from pushing. But Built Diff, right now, very healthy. Level 4 armors. This is the fight that they want to take. That's gonna be 1 kill. Notorious still wins against the Yosho. They won against 1, but they're not gonna win against 3. That's why Notorious is still fighting back. They're still getting inside the area, but right now, Built Diff losing all their armors. They're fighting a fight, but they are not getting the wins that they want to take, and so far Battle of the God was able to stay alive. Yeah, on top, what a stat. That could have been a loss, but Ash took the win, and they're still chasing them down right there. And then Notorious lost the fight, and Built Diff got the win.
Oh, DD Bai as well is in this area. They don't have the respawn pods, and if Notorious decides to go in, this could be elimination for DD Bai or not RZ at this point, and Build Different right now. They got an in a hold of the area.
That's smart. They got the area. They got all the armors. So if they try to go for the respawn, they only have Mad Rabbit. DD is just so good at this timing. And once they got the timing right again, they got another win in this battle. And that's going to be ending one more. Bethel the God is down, and they don't have any more respawn pods for themselves.
Oh no, this is gonna cause a disruption in the rotation of Not RZ. Look at them all scattered out right now, and DD Bai just timed it out so well. They know that this could be Not RZ, the first one getting taken out.
Yep, that's gonna be it. 2 members are down already. They don't have any more respawners, but they only have 2 more members. There's still a chance for them to go for the revive though. So it's still not. Wait, they saw Sayosho. Oh no, Sayosho is gonna be seen. Oh, this is bad. And he's gonna be eliminated. And what? Rice Noodles from the next river was able to eliminate him.
Their heads are out for Seiyosha here at this point. And this is exactly why DDBY is just so good in this map. Look at the timing that they came in. To think that it was not RZ and even Built Different that actually got a hold of this area, and they timed it really well. If they came in a bit too early, it could have been devastating results for them. They had nothing when they came in. Level 1 armors, and right now they are on a level 4 armor. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, anything could happen, especially for them, knowing that no resources are coming in. It's gonna work out. Right now, Powerhouse is fighting a losing battle here. They don't have any resources, and they're fighting against Raids, who has level 4 armors. They're trying to take the risk, and this risk that they are taking ever since the start of this game was the reason why they get eliminated time and time again. And Powerhouse just got eliminated again.
Oh man, that is a tough way to go. Powerhouse has been struggling. Both maps here haven't been able to find their home. And now Raids was just able to capitalize on that. Raids is one of the teams that is a bit too quiet right now in the N3 though. And Kitsune Daichi here, all the ultimates have been invested.
Yeah, they have Division Roshan, they have Shuya running away from the zone, they have the EMP Shock, they got the kill, and they're gonna move forward. Corfi just got the kill, and oh no, he got killed. And that is Kitsune Daichi having the numbers advantage. It's gonna be a 3v2. Shuya trying to run away, got the win, got the fight. They still have armors. Kitsune Daichi going at the top, but they're not gonna win because no more HP, no more armor swap, and they are gonna get killed. DDN3 is eliminated.
And that's gonna be it. DDN3 rather. Kitsune Daichi just played it out really well, and this is quite expected for a squad that has been racking up the frags. Here comes the bombardments from the Nova Harbor. This is gonna be difficult though. 3 squads have secured at least 1 compound. And the circle's gonna be closing in at half, so somebody has to make a move here.
Yeah, they use the EMP Shock on Eternity. They're gonna be moving forward. Got some damage into their members. They're gonna get in. Look at the core ship coming in from this side. Butcher is gonna go in, and the damage is gonna work out in their favor. Butcher is gonna lose, and he loses life in that battle outside. Nitros is gonna be losing HP, and they are gonna be eliminated by Eternity.
And that was it. The restoration field being laid out in time there by Shivas was able to make them win the trades. But look at this squad number 9 as well from the other sides. They're trading shots here at this point. It's not gonna be easy though. They got all of their ultimates up. Orange armors for them though. Kitsune Daichi and Paragons here with the numbers advantage. EMP has been invested here, and the scouts information is all over the place.
This is a welcome battle. Paragons can't even get close. They got the top floor. Wow, how are they gonna get inside? Paragons is still healthy. They're waiting for the chance. They have a smoke bomb inside. They could go for the revive if ever they need to. Paragons just grumbling through the pressure. Convergent collapsing. So far, it's Kitsune Daichi winning the battle. Amari is just taking the fight. They have the Uzi inside, and because they have the high ground, they know that they can win. One more member is still alive, and that's gonna be the last member standing, and that's gonna be Paragons out of the game.
Oh no, Momoy, there's really not the best capsuler that you want to go up against these, the Cyphers, right? That has just so much more in her kit, and that was it. Kitsune Daichi racking up 11 frags here in total, and they get that orange armor as well.
Yeah, they take down one of the squads that made it hard for them in the last Lambton map. And now with Kitsune Daichi gaining advantage, and also DDBY also in a great area. These 2 squads are the squads to look at here because they were the ones who made it well during the Lambton map.
Oh though, kill feed. We're starting to see Kitsune Daichi as well being pressured out there by Mantas. Amari once again getting the trades here. This guy's been on fire in this map.
Yeah, Amari's just crazy. We need to let them, or at least if the observer goes there, I think there is a really great fight happening in that area. Kitsune Daichi so far, I think they got Mantis eliminated out of the game just because of that battle. Yeah, they did.
Revered. Yeah, up against Revered, he was trading shots up against Kitsune Daichi. But you know, Kitsune Daichi's so stacked as of this moment, right? They just swooped down all the other squads that they came in their way, and definitely, you know, having a lot more armors, having a lot better arsenal here is just gonna enable you so much here in this map. But you know what's surprising? One Bab is still alive and kicking here.
Yeah, they're trying to go for the fight here, but Kya... Oh no, it's not a fight that they want to take, because on the other area, look at that. In the high ground, in the logistics hub, they have somebody looking at them. That's why it's hard to take the fight here. Kya is now taking a look at where DDBY is. DDBY lose one of their members because now PC is just putting the pressure on them.
Oh, look, there's a straggler there from Not RZ. It's Ash all alone with no armors at all. DDBY is alive and kicking, but they're taking in a lot of shots from both Naos. from the other side. And so far, Circle's gonna be closing down over to the,
Oh, no.
the other side of the
Cross
map.
the
Great.
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, this is gonna be devastating though. Ash does not have anything, but it's definitely gonna be Wraiths and Kia that will go head to head. And Kia is known to be camping out in an area for so long that they don't have the time to be able to build up their arsenal. And right now, that could be Wraiths actually. They've traversed all across the map to reach this point, and they're not gonna let Wraiths stop them. Right in the middle of the map as well.
Yeah, we're waiting for the squad to get in. Now PC still is alive. So this is still not a done deal for the squad here, but they need to cross a bridge. And that bridge is going to be very deadly because after that, there's no buildings that they can use. And Kitsune Daichi already saw them. Cosmic is down. And Aim is going to be next. Kitsune Daichi, this is the squad that we're looking forward to. Squad 12 and 14 are going to fight for that area. And right now, Kitsune Daichi is seeing where they're going to go. They have a lot of vehicles on their side, but they are looking to be going on to the other members right here. Aim or Tupac might get taken down. Aim is down, and Tupac was able to buy time. Never mind, they got taken down. And they still have one member alive. Full clip might get taken down by another squad. He's using the vehicle for himself, but it's not going to work this time around in this game because Wraith saw them and now got eliminated at the 7th place.
This is still going to be its 7th place. I think 6 for the last time that they were here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is really... At least they maintained the high spot. But you know what? It's going to be a power position here for both Kia and 15, who has a secure hold of these compounds here. And they can be able to beam everyone down. One BAP as well is struggling to get into the area. Wraiths, though, they might find Kitsune Daichi over at the back, who has just taken down now Esports.
Yeah. Kitsune Daichi wants to go for the fight here. They want to win this area because if they go to the low ground, there's a big open space at their backs, but it's a good thing that nobody's there. So now what they can do, Kitsune Daichi just needs to stay here. They don't need to trade against Wraiths because this whole back area, this whole western area is going to be their territory.
Yeah, we have 4v, so there's at least like 3 squads here who are complete, 1 BAP Wraiths. And even squad number 10. And Kitsune Daichi, I forgot about that. So at least like 3 or 4 squads that are still complete. I see DD Bias while camping on the zone's edge, so waiting for the proper time to pounce in. They do have a decent amount of armor, but they have to really wait it out. Numbers advantage are definitely going to go to the other squads here.
Eternity Naos needs to be careful because Kitsune Daichi could take their spot because of this one game. Kitsune has a lot of kills and they even have a lot, or at least displacement is already great. Right now they're confident that they can take the fight here. Right now they're going to be running away. So far in this low ground, the only one that contests them is one BAP. But right there in the middle, that's going to be where the problem lies because the zone didn't really go in their favor.
Oh, I love how Kitsune Daichi is just showing aggression after aggression. You see how they've been rotating towards squad number 15 or 13? Whoever they're going to take out first, they're pretty much welcome to take in whoever will face them first. It's either Wraiths or one BAP.
Oh, nobody's on the eastern side of the map, so that could be a good advantage going for the squad here. Squad 12, look at this. DD Bai is still alive. Remember, this is a squad that wants to take the top 1 spot, especially in Lambton. And they can still do so. They're going to be seen. And they saw DD Bai on the mountain. That's why they're running away.
Oh, they're playing over the outskirts. It could be deadly. They don't have any vehicles to get out, but it seems like it's going to be Kitsune Daichi. Gonna go in for the engage there. Perhaps on the other side, 1 member already down. 3 members left for Kitsune Daichi.
Yeah, Avicii got killed. Got the Vision Roshan just to get them some time. They can go for a revive right now because they have the Vision Roshan. Perfect timing. It's a good thing nobody contested them here. They have an EMP shock, but no, Yana is going to be revived, and that's going to give them some time here for Kitsune Daichi.
Wraiths though, they've been camping out here for so long. And going up against Kia and the other squads that have orange armors, it is going to be devastating. Look at the circle. They have to move out.
They got Peanut. Peanut is dead. This is a chance for the other squad to win. DD Bai is in such a great spot. Avicii has been taken down again. There's only 2 more members that are alive. Wraith is in just 1 place. They know that there's a restoration field there. Kia could definitely take him down, but the problem is they don't have a bow in their squad.
Oh, this is the time that they were waiting for. It's been like 5 to 10 minutes that they've been camping out there.
Ooh.
And look at Wraiths. They're just being surrounded here by Kia.
Back out of the area. Wraiths is still very healthy. Right now, these are the squads that we need to look for because Wraiths is going to be trapped here and Kia would need to push them away.
Yeah, they only have one way out here for Wraiths, right? And Kia is just waiting for them. Look at Axel. Just gonna greet whoever comes out of that one. They don't have any way out. Poison smoke only, but that's just gonna attract so much attention to Wraiths. I just want to point out that DD Bai has the
Ooh,
power
smoke
position there.
again.
Look at how they're playing this. Even one map as well is waiting for Wraiths and Kia to go up against each other.
Yeah, they need to fight this because DD Bai could definitely win this right now. They're going to be using
Vision
Vision
Erosion?
Erosion themselves. They have the Vision Erosion. That will give timing for the other squads to get in close. And now they have some timing just right. Wraith was able to get the power position at the top. And this could be good if they fight against Kia.
Oh, Darian does not have his armor right now. They have to make a move for it. Wraiths.
Yeah, Rice Noodles. Waiting for the timing. Wraith is going to move forward. They have the Vision Erosion themselves, stopping them from getting power position. And Flaw is going to be running away. He was trapped! He was trapped by the supply drop! And that's why he's going to die! And now Kia is also in the area. He's going to be fighting against them. They have the explosions coming out. And they are still going to be winning in the end there. Kia is in a great spot. And they are taking down everybody one by one. And they got the elimination of Wraiths. And the other side, DD Bai is getting eliminated.
Yeah, man, trades after trades here. It's gonna be down to the last 3 squads. DD Bai, Kia, all complete squads, and 2 members left for squad number 12. Okay, so it's gonna hurt so much.
Kitsune Daichi still alive. Snoops might be able to take them down right there. They have a great high ground, and they're just gonna wait for everybody. It's gonna be a 2v2 now. They have an EMP shock for themselves, and Kia is gonna have a hard time moving forward here. Kitsune Daichi could make the impossible possible just by he's staying at the top.
Oh man, this good work for them. They got the high ground, and DD Bai is just cornered here by the soul. They have to heal up.
Oh, they got the kill though. One more. They could eliminate this squad. DD Bai might get taken down. They have the bow right there inside. You have the restoration field. They're waiting for the chance to bounce in. They don't have the EMP shock. What they need to do is drop down. If they don't drop down, they're gonna be fighting a squad who has a restoration field, and that's not a good spot to be in. They have a Vision Erosion. They're not gonna see anything, and they don't even see where the zone is gonna be. They're gonna be playing around the restoration field. Who's gonna be staying long? Look at this. Look at the risk that they're gonna take. Snoops doesn't see them. They don't know where they are. That's why Kia is gonna survive in the end, and Kitsune Daichi loses the fight.
Just held it out in the high ground, and having that Sienna Ferdinand was the last one standing, popping in that ultimate at the perfect time. And this is exactly why Sienna has been rising up in the ranks of the PC players, especially in the Lambton map, knowing that there is going to be overextended team fights. And Kia right now, having the power position, was able to outmaneuver all of the squads that were trying to reach them.
What I'm really surprised is they didn't know where they are. That's the reason why they lost. If they knew earlier where they are, or at least took the risk to fight before that last zone closed in, that could have been way better for them. Because remember, they had an Ember, they had a Sienna. Those were the perfect 2 to use in order for them to stop them from pushing. And that Mediax and Restoration Field just helped them out so massively to get that win.
Yeah, I think this was a strategy that we've seen back in the knockout stage. And after that, I think it was Zealed who popped in that combo, Notorious Zealed. And right after that, everyone just adapted to that meta. And Rice Noodles, I kept pointing. This was actually one of the top PC players I pointed out all the way back in from the start. He has been consistent even in FPC1, a little bit of struggle in the middle of the tournament. But right now, Kia just proving the reason why they have been getting in the top spots here for the PC division. I think consistently they've been getting at least the upper half of the lobby.
Yeah, they were able to get a lot of the placements here. Look at this. Look at the amount of kills and also the easy elimination that happened during that game. Now, Esports wasn't able to get a great place, but at least they were able to get a great amount of kills this game. So they are still on the concession here, together with Kitsune Daichi and even DD Bai, that was able to get the top 2, top 3. But now so far has been consistent. Getting a top 7 is still not bad, but Kitsune Daichi is closely chasing them on that top 1 spot.
Yeah, Amari was definitely on fire in this game, right? 2,900 damage on that. He has been just reaping and reaping those kills time and time again. And afterwards, you know, it was the final circle. It all boiled down to that. And I think whoever had that Sienna in the final circle just made it work. That also happened in the group stage yesterday in the semifinals, wherein it was the Lambton map. It closed in a very tight circle, and having that Sienna was just so vital in that final circle, which is why they were able to sustain.
Yeah, and because of that last zone that we had there, it was really unfortunate for the other squad because when Kitsune Taichi were fighting against them, one of the things that was great about that is that the EMP Shock was not available. If the EMP Shock was available that time, that could have been different. Because they used the ultimate on the fight before, they were not able to capitalize on it in the end. It was surprising too that Kitsune Daichi survived that even though they were only 2 players in that last zone, but they were still able to make it work.
Yeah, it was a very long standoff between them, but it just all boiled down to the healing strategy when it come down to the last circle, right? It closed down to such a tiny circle wherein everybody just had to rely on those heals, and having Fernan up. Again, I have to say that, right? Having that Siana up at that last moment just enabled so much of Kia, right? Even though I think for the most part, I think they had the best position still in that last and final circle.
Yeah, and it was still a great position to be in there. And it was great to see Kia getting that win there. But again, let's take a look at the highlights first so that we can reminisce what happened that game. Yeah, we can look at what happened a while ago there. That was also because of Rice Noodles' vision erosion. And now that will be giving him the MVP because of that. That is 0 out of 4 games. We still haven't had the Maggie in an MVP.
Yep, we just jinxed it earlier, and I think it's been consistent, okay? There's only 2 capsulers that have been consistent here on the MVP spot, and that is just the Bow or the Ember here in the PC Grand Finals, mind you.
Yeah, and again, a Maggie being here could have been normal, but having a different spot here, a Bow, an Ember a while ago, this is a great spot to be in. Having these players just play around different capsulers in the game. Really, really appreciate to see this guys being able to take it.
Yeah, Rice Noodles as well has adapted to the Lambton map, right? Having in the Ember here, usually it goes for attackers, but this time, you know, they just really worked around their composition as well, which is why we're starting to see, you know, the Momoys, the Sianas are very vital here in the PC division.
Yeah, and for all the players out there, the Sianas are so effective in this game, especially for that last zone. You can see in the highlights a while ago, they were just hiding, playing around the Mediacs and the Restoration field because they know that they can win. They don't need to take the fight if it's the last zone, because if they don't have a Sian on their side, it's all gonna work out in the end for them.
Yeah, man, this is PC Grand Finals just proving to be the reason why the PC division is probably one of the hardest to predict when it comes to like who will take the top spot, right? All of these teams are definitely showing their prowess here in the Grand Finals. And I think, Dash, we're gonna be down to our it's down to our last map here. That's so fast.
Yeah. It was so fast. And again, it's gonna be the last map after this, so we're gonna be seeing the scoreboard after, and we're gonna see who is gonna be the champion of the PC division. So any predictions from here? I think if ever Naos wins this, they're gonna be the champions. If Eternity wins the last game, or rather Kitsune Daichi wins the last game, they're gonna be the champions. But let's take a look at the redeem code first. Thank you very much. Oh, you
There you
get
go.
a Blood Moon Lucinda skin. Thank you very much for 2,000 views, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, keep on coming, because keep on coming, keep on sharing the live stream. Definitely, you guys will get a whole lot more goodies. Of course, we're gonna be putting a whole lot more skins if you keep on sharing and keep on helping us reach our milestone here. It's gonna be down to our last map, and it's gonna be really exciting here, Dash, because all of these teams, the damage, the assists, I can't even tell right now who's gonna take the top spot. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah, we can definitely just make it a surprise for everybody for taking that last map. And we're just going to be announcing it after this last game today. We're just going to take a short break, everybody. This is going to be the last game after this. Don't go away, because we're going to be back for more Farlight.
You heard about Mike? Oh, they say he's like a giant, all decked out in heavy armor. He's the baddest legend in this city. No cap. Straight up. Baddies bounce when they spot him. Dare to mess with him, you'll get hurt. Nah, that ain't it. Why? Okay, hear me out. He's got that never give up attitude and hands quicker than anyone. He's always working on every muscle and improving himself. He's ready to pop up wherever people need help.
That ain't cool at all. Oh, trust me. When he pulled me out of that fire, he was hella cool.
That was a close one, kitty. But don't trip. You're safe now.
And then it went like a 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fast, yeah.
And this is going to be the last game of the PC Finals. Everything's so close. We still don't know who's going to be winning here, especially that it is going to be the last game. Whoever takes the win here on the top 5 squads that we have so far, they are going to be taking the win. So anybody could still take the W in this last map.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the closest as well among like at least 3 or 4 squads that are fighting in for the top spot here. So it all boils down to this last map, and of course a classic one that we all love and know, Sunset City once again. And I think it might actually, okay, so far we have our eyes set on Kitsune Daiichi, Naos. I think it's gonna be vital for these 2 squads to at least get a podium finish or at least win the maps. If Naos wins this map, they can have a very high chance of actually taking the entire thing.
Or at least if ever they place in the top 3,
right.
Naos could definitely win this, because taking a look at the points in the scoreboard, there's a lot of points that they have to chase, especially against Naos Esports. Naos Esports has a total of like 100 points already, and Kitsune Daiichi is the one being second with 86. So it's important to eliminate Naos Esports and also be able to win the game.
Yeah. Looking at this stat sheet that we have so far, Kitsune Daiichi has managed to overtake right now Eternity, and it's all care of the total damage that they had in the last map. I think there's 2 of them that managed to rack up at least 2,000 plus damage in the Lambton map. So let's find out here in this last map, and it's going to go back to Sunset City, wherein usually they kind of fare all right, and hopefully, you know, they are able to take in a very good spot in the final circle here. And you know what? Who's vying for the top spot? Of course, Nao's PC right now. If they manage to have a good placement, don't get eliminated early, they should at least be able to get in the upper half of the scoreboard.
Yeah, we're still waiting for the final tally of the score, but so far, based on the updated tally of Naos PC and Kitsune Daiichi, it's 108 and 106. That's so close. Kitsune Daiichi could take the win here.
Yes.
In this game, if ever they even if they don't eliminate Naos, if they just get a better placement than Naos, they could definitely snag the win against Naos Esports.
2 points difference, and I think I also have to point out that so far the total kills per game, Kitsune Daiichi just overtook Naos Esports right now. Total damage, total assists, even they have the most damage as compared to Naos Esports, and I think that's all care of the last few maps that they've played here in the grand finals.
Yeah, and also it's because of the amount of kills that Kitsune Daiichi has. Kitsune Daiichi has the highest kills overall. Also because of the 20 bomb game that they had in Lambton and 10 plus kills on the games after, Kitsune Daiichi could definitely snag the win against Naos. If Naos could just stay in that consistency, Naos doesn't need to do much. They just need to stay at the top.
Yeah, I think in the knockouts and the semifinals, Naos was a little bit shaky, right, when it came to, winning in the maps or at least getting in a good placement. So now, so far with the adjustments that they've made here at Sunset City, I think it's looking a little bit more better than them. So I think we have to keep our eyes peeled, especially for Kitsune Daiichi and Naos here. I think who's gonna be coming out on top from both of them, either if Naos gets ahead of Kitsune Daiichi, that should give them some advantage, right? But if Kitsune Daiichi overtakes Naos and then takes in a lot of damage and kills in this game, that is a bit more unpredictable on who's going to take the top spot.
That's going to be way harder if ever they lose that. So what they need here for the squad is to be able to actually just take it slow for both of the squads, because if ever they get eliminated early, that will take all the chances that they already have the game. The important part is for both of the squads is they just need to stay alive until the end, but the other squads are not going to let that happen, because Eternity and Kya, if they get some kills, it's still possible for them to turn things around there, and DD Bike on a close 5th spot still has a chance. They still have close quarters when it comes to the scores, so it's still not done for all of the squads.
Yeah, and we're talking about, of course, the top 15 here in the grand finals. It all boils down to this, right? Imagine 100 plus squads here in the PC division, and it all boils down to this, the best of the best here, and finally we get to see who will be taking in the top spot. I think it's gonna be boiled down to this last map. whoever will take the top spot. DD by, I think Eternity too. They've done very well in Sunset City. What I'm worried about is how Kitsune Daiichi will be playing this in the early game. And sometimes they're a little bit aggressive. It backfires on them. Now's PC has been a little bit more calculated this time. So hopefully they do make it out alive when it reaches the final circle. Let's see how it will pan out for map number 5.
We're gonna be back to Sunset City on this last map, so everybody is in their comfort zone. They just need to stay on their own spot in their own lane, because if not, or maybe if they want to pull down some of the teams that are in the top spot, especially the teams that won't really have any more chances to get the championship title, they can be the toxin or the poison of that squad and maybe able to take them down out of that championship place.
Yeah, I think that could be the case here, knowing that, these top teams are definitely vying for the kills placements here at Sunset City. And Dash, I think at this point we can safely say that we all know the comfort drops of each of the teams here at Sunset City. We've been playing this ever since FPC 1 all the way here to FPC 2, so you have so much information about these squads.
They have information in this game, and they have information on what they can do to take them down the championship route and give the chances to the top 3 to 5 spot, because Kitsune and Naos are so close. On this next game, we are really expecting, oh no, Naos would be able to get their best spot, and this is good for them.
Oh, how poetic is that? It's Naos and Kitsune Daiichi getting to drop first at Sunset City. And, this was way different back in semifinals and the group stages. Now the flight path has been over on the right side of the map, so it really didn't favor them. And right now, they got the first dibs on the drop, as well as Kitsune Daiichi. And it's so scary to see that they're in such close proximity, both Kitsune Daiichi and Now's PC.
Yeah, and Notorious could definitely take down one of them, especially that they are in the Power 2 station together with Noble Planetarium. There's a lot of chances for the other squads to just take him down. A lot of the squads went into the western side of the map, just going away from the sites of Naos PC and Kitsune Daiichi. But what's great about Kitsune Daiichi is that they can definitely go to the southern side of the map, moving towards where Eternity is, and get the shield XPs from there. But they're not going to do that. They're going to play it safe this game.
So far, 2 maps straight in Sunset City. Digital Devils has been getting in that high resource area over at the construction site. So it seems like they did get top placements, but they failed to actually close in the map. Either they get taken down mid-game, or in the last part of the map, a lot of the other teams are a whole lot more aggressive, so they really couldn't find an opening. But right now, not RZ. This is where they thrive. Carnival. And if they manage to at least take down the respawn spot of Kitsune Daiichi or Naos here, it could actually be the poison here for both of our top teams here in Sunset City.
Yeah, Built Diff already starting the battle against another squad. I think this is still not a good spot to be in. Eternity's just going to be taking them down far away right now. Oh, this shot's coming in from Butcher. It's going to be eliminating Built Diff. Eternity wants a high kill game. That's why they're doing this.
Oh, even the punches from Butcher not wasting a single more bullet to take down Built Different right now. They don't have their respawn pods. They're going to go back to their, of course, comfort drop, which is at the Bat Cave. And this time, Eternity has a hold of this area. At least 3 shield XP devices for this team. And again, we've talked about this. Eternity, if they get a top spot here, this could actually shake things up between Naos and Kitsune Daiichi.
Yeah, if they get a 20-kill game and ending in the top spot, that is going to be the best case for them if ever they want to win this. So Eternity still isn't done there. They would just want to be as aggressive as they can, especially in the early stages of the game. Right now, we're seeing all of the squads, especially the squads that are in the bottom half, just taking down everyone that they see. And so far, Nitrox already losing one of their lives.
Yeah, respawns have been used up, and I think this might be the death of either one BAP or Naos or rather the other squad that might be taken down there, Nitrox, because all the respawn pods have been out. Powerhouse has struggled so far in all of the maps. They haven't been able to get to their comfort drops. Sunflower Shopping Mall, guys there, and as the moment, right, not RZ as well, starting to make their move.
Oh no, Eternity's really looking for any kills that they can. They already have a lot in their favor. Look at this, Beta PC with Winter pulling the back. Notorious might need to be careful here because here comes Beta PC. Winter's going to be falling down. Great shots coming in from Notorious. That Ancient Star really made it work for the squad. Right now they're at the top. They're inside one building. They need to be careful. Notorious Ash is also going to fall. And this is Beta PC looking for more, looking for kills. This is what they want. They need every kill that they can take in this game.
Oh, Oh, they switched up the capsulers here between Rookie and BJJ, the gods, who has been picking up the bow. So there's also a slight change here in terms of the capsulers picked by Beta PC, and so far it's working out for them. They are trading shots here up against Digital Devils who want to get a hold of their area.
We're just gonna be back here in the same area. Beta PC is just gonna fall down. TM3 is just getting aggressive, looking for any stragglers from both of these squads, playing around the window, and that is not where are you gonna be seen. DDN3 takes the win, and they take over ACC Boulevard.
Yeah, you see how Digital Devils is very calculated on the risk that they take. They only knew that there was one squad there, Beta PC, who has just gone up against Not RZ. They were at their lowest, and they took that opportunity to take them down. Over here at Sanctuary Tower, Mantos right now with the level 4 armor. DD by, again, does not have much on their hands.
Stopson, Wayne goes. They don't have anything. They don't have any information. That's why they can't even get the kill on that one person that they're chasing. DD against Mantis. They're still far away from each other. With the Imp Shock use, a chance for DD.
Oh, Mantis right now is a team that once you go unpunished, they can definitely capitalize on the situation. They're those types of Daredevils that if the respawn pods are up, they're still definitely going to keep on going at the teams. And I don't think they're letting up. They are making sure that DD is eliminated here at the Sanctuary Tower. And right now, even if the circle's closing in, they're going to still keep on going at it. Mantis right now going to face DD. Both of them have the same armors. Wayne is down.
Yeah, great shot from Bowings. Right now at the top, Mantis is making use of the restoration field just for them to stay longer. But because they don't know that somebody's far away, just hitting them with the defenders, Mantis is not gonna win the battle, and DD takes them down.
Oh man, Mantis right now backfires on them as DD Powix again with that close restoration field, and they're also going to be able to reap the rewards there. But you know, there's going to be a recontest there by their side, and I think they have to be prepared for this one. 4, 8, and 9 in very close proximity.
Yeah, respawn pods are still alive. You still have 2 minutes before it closes down. Notorious is fighting against DD3. Bethel the God is still looking golden for the squad. So they are just going to be winning that battle. But so far from what we're seeing, we're still waiting to see where Eternity is this game. They haven't been eliminated just yet, but they're the ones who could definitely foil the plans right there. And Kitsune, Daichi, and Naos haven't had any kills on the scoreboard there. While I'm saying that, Wayne got eliminated by Naos.
Oh man, speaking of Naos, right, they're also racking up the kills, making sure that they got that as well in the bag, knowing that Kitsune Daichi has a whole lot more. Not only that, not RC as well. No defender plays coming out from Battle Daga that has been stacking up, but I think it's a bit far out, right? We're looking at Kitsune Daichi and Eternity. So if one of these teams get eliminated, I think it just goes to show that Eternity has been a little bit more aggressive on these early skirmishes, getting in those kills and racking them up as long as they can take it. You know, top 3 so far in the grand finals, and it's boils down to this last map. Now it's gonna be not RZ and Nitrox.
So that's gonna be it. RZ loses one. Ash is gonna be taken down, and Nitrox is looking for more. At least now, even if they don't get the win overall in the tournament, they would take most of the members down right here of Notorious. They lose 2 members, so Notorious has a lesser chance of getting any placements right here.
Yeah, they're the ones who are known to be a little bit more aggressive in the start. They haven't snowballed just yet. They've been stopped here at Carnival, and they haven't been able to move a single inch, knowing that on the opposite side, you got 2 members of Kia who's waiting for them, and I don't think they have the best of the best, right? Scions, Battle the God, they've just been their respawn pods have been taken down. So, you know, if they get beamed down by Kia, this is not looking good for Not RZ.
Look at the center of that zone. That's 1/3 of that zone is just bodies of water. It's in the center of the river, which is why whoever gets in that place first, it's going to be good for them because they need to cross a river if they try to go for the fight. Right now, at the edge of the zone, Powerhouse is being taken down here with DDM3. Not going to be taking it so far, but Powerhouse is still a complete squad, but they need to be scared about this.
Well, Powerhouse has just been so scattered across the map so far. All 5 maps, they've been struggling to get a foothold of Sunset City, and right now Powerhouse as well. Intense does get one. They're starting to at least beat down anyone who comes here, but you know, this is outside the zone that you're talking about. You're gonna have to heal up and of course recuperate before you get into the safe zone.
Yeah, Wraiths got eliminated. That's going to be good for the squads there. One more out of the picture. But most of the squads that are still in the top 7 are still alive. And they are in need of staying alive because if they don't, look at the 30. With 5 kills on their name, this is not enough. They need to get more. That's why they're trying to be as aggressive as they can and fight any stragglers that they must. And in the center of the zone they are, together with Squad 14. This is a good
Now
spot to
PC
be in.
though. Oh, this is gonna be really interesting, right? Now PC on the other side. If Eternity manages to beat them down, that's one less problem for them. So it's gonna be boiling down to either Eternity or Kitsune Daichi here. They know that there's someone on the other side, so they're at least taking in pot shots right now up against them to make sure that they don't have the resources. But then again, that's the downside, right? Of bodies of water that are here in Sunset City. You have to travel across. And we're gonna have to wait on how the circle will close in. Is it gonna favor Eternity or is it gonna favor Now?
Arrogance is going to be stopping Powerhouse from pushing this area. They have their own bridge. They need to go for a reroute because if not, they're going to be taken down by this squad. Right now, Paragons has a foothold on this bridge in where everybody needs to use it if they want to go to the other side of the map unless they want to use an accelerator. But for now, Paragons is in such a great spot that they definitely have a chance here if ever they would be able to rack up some kills. So far, some squads are playing it safe and they don't want to get eliminated as fast as they could.
Oh, Mantas is a bit scattered out here. Even Beta PC. And now Powerhouse right now, they're facing Digital Devils right now, who has a much better high ground here at Carnival. And this is going to be the gatekeeping once more for Digital Devils. 9 frags for the squad here that has been taking calculated risk. And so far, they've been doing so well here. Powerhouse forced to relocate. But you know what? That's not going to be good because they're going to find Paragons over on the other side.
Yeah, it's still not going to be enough. They're going to be fighting against Paragons, as you said. Powerhouse would be using the Impi Shock right there. Paragons is not working it out. Paragons is making sure that this is uncomfy for Powerhouse, even if they got a lot of kills. It's not going to work! Maestro gets a Warfuck and kill on 2. And that is going to be left with 2 members. They're going to be pushing. Maestro's going to go in. Ju Eric is going to be their target, but they have 2 members to look at. That cluster grenade was able to stop them, but the Impi Shock is not going to be enough. They got the kill and they got 4. Got 2 members alive. They're going to be fighting Tempest in the air, and that's going to be the elimination to Powerhouse.
Has been killed.
Once again, Lars is up. He's going to be able to get the other members there of Paragons back up. Nicely done for them. They were able to take in that challenge, and right now the challenge for Not RZ. Once again, a long standoff between Kia. Digital Devils just might come in between these squads. Complete squads for Digital Devils right now, knowing Not RZ only has 2 right now.
Yeah, plus of Frenzy Blast, and that's going to be a 1 kill on their name. And Notorious gets an armor swap to Battle of the God, and that's going to be good for the squad here. They're fighting against a full DM3. They have armors down, and that is going to be Notorious down.
Oh, 2 up against 4 Digital Devils. Even though that Corfi was destroyed there by the cluster grenades of the bow, it only bought some time for Not RZ. And now Digital Devils racking up 11 frags right now, but I'm not so sure if they know that there's some stragglers here from Kia. Derps and Rice Noodles over on the other side, I think they're just fighting for placements at this point. They only have level 2 armors. They're not even willing to go on the other buildings here of Carnival.
Kitsune Daichi doesn't have a lot of kills, but they have a good spot. So it's still not bad
Good
for the
armors
squad
too.
here. Yeah, and level 5 armor is not really that bad. They can still go for the rank 9, but now we're going to be looking for some kills. That is what we need in order for them to win. Kitsune Daichi got one. Ibai loses 1 member. That's the first skill that Kitsune Daichi has.
Oh, we know that this is not the comfort of DD but right now, the other Digital Devils, there's that one last member here of Beta PC, the defending champions.
Defending champions, 1 last member. They still have 1 member somewhere around here. That's the last straggler of the squad, and that would definitely take off the chances of Kia. If Kia gets eliminated this early, no more chances for the squad here. But again, Winter, Beta, oh my, this defending champions are not going to see the light of day this season 2.
Oh, both Kitsune Daichi and Naos hasn't been able to rack up any of the frags. So all of the top 3 teams that we're talking about, Dash, they are still here in our last map at Sunset City. Naos PC, we got Eternity. But speaking of Eternity, they find Mantis here. I think that should be the last one. Not able to make the plays. DD as well on the outskirts. But, you know, numbers advantage are on Eternity. And you're just giving them kills right now. 6 frags for Eternity. I think that is way more than Naos PC. and of course Kitsune Daichi in this map.
Oh man, Mantis is now out of the game. That's a lot of the squads being taken off one by one. We have 8 more squads. We are really looking to how Eternity would be able to play this. Their win condition is get a 20 kill game and be able to get the top 1 spot. That could get them the championship spot. And Kitsune and Naus doesn't need to do a lot. They just need to stay and get the top 1 spot. And that is enough for them to take this. DD Bai is going to be taken down.
That's
the
out.
top 5 squad. They have only 1 more member standing.
One last member there, I think, for DD Bai. Oh, I think, yeah. Paragon's Maestro was able to get back up, but look at this. Eternity racking up the frags. I think it's the favorite Naus right now. Kitsune Daichi as well
Kitsune.
closing in.
Ooh,
Oh,
they're
everyone!
fighting.
Look, Kitsune Daichi! Naus PC right now is sandwiched between Kitsune Daichi and Eternity, who wants to take their spot here.
Yeah, that's gonna be their win condition if ever they eliminate Naus here. With the level 5 armors that they have, that is gonna be enough gear for them to win this. They just need to find a way to get close, but looking at this,
Oh,
Eternity
Eternity!
wants to eliminate Naus PC. They're gonna take their chances out here. They have the low ground. And once Naus gets eliminated here, that is a big chance for Kitsune Daichi, but they lose 1 member. They can still put them up, but they have another plan that they need to think about. They need to think about Eternity.
Okay, so they don't have a boat here to do the cluster grenades, knowing that Eternity is all clustered up right now. They're under the bridge right now,
Divulge.
and they get scanned with the Divulge. So all of the information are here, and once they come back up, Naus is here to greet them.
Oh.
They get aim back
That is
up as
Naus'
well.
Divulge. That is
Yep.
Divulge from Naus. They know where
Exactly.
they
They know. They can go for the engage here. And this is such a tight spot. They have to swim here for Eternity.
are. Ooh, DD Bai is now down. We don't have any more of that squad. We still have a 5 full squads right here. But look at Eternity. They're getting pressured by Naus. But so far, they're just being pushed down with grenades. Naus has a lot of things to look at. They're at the center of everything. And if ever they don't move here, if they don't make a move against Eternity, they might get eliminated by the other squads.
This is what's difficult when you're the top squad, right? You're the top performing squad in the regular season. Everyone has their eyes set on you. Kitsune Daichi. Over on the other side, you got Eternity as well. But here, Kitsune Daichi is just patiently waiting out, knowing that Digital Devils rather is on the zone's edge, so they can beam them down. Right now, look at this. Everybody is looking at Naus PC, Digital Devils, Kitsune Daichi, and even Paragons on the other side. They are surrounded right now. Look at Digital Devils. They have the most frags, I believe, in this map.
Arcad got the kill on Yue. That's gonna be pushing them back. That's gonna be giving advantage to the squad right here. Kitsune Daichi could go for DDNT if ever they need to. But right now, everybody is still hung over in where Naus PC is. And they are still
man.
keeping themselves far away from each other. This is gonna be the
Yep.
last zone that we have, and it is closing down. And it is the second to the last zone. One last zone. We still have some time. Push coming in from Kitsune Daichi. They're not using all of their resources just yet. Corby is gonna be taken down here. They have the vision erosion. They're gonna be pushing in. DDNT loses their members. Even with those amount of kills, they're gonna get eliminated from the game.
Oh, this time Kitsune Daichi racking up their first 4 frags of the game, but here comes Paragons with the Dwarf Falcon. It's a very deadly spot that they're in.
They're gonna be fighting against Paragons. Paragons doesn't have any armors anymore. But Paragons is just gonna be healing up. Kitsune Daichi is at the edge of the zone. 45 seconds, everybody has time. But now it's PC, nobody's making a move against them.
Yep, Eternity right now waiting for the opportune moment as well, but Paragons has their eyes set on the champions. Kitsune Daichi as well trading shots from afar right now, so they can just wait it out. Eternity once again doing that strategy wherein they camp out in a safe spot. Not that safe though, because Naus knows that they're there. So the biggest question is, who does Naus go up against here
there you
first? Eternity or Kitsune Daichi?
Yeah, they're making a move now. Trying to put them on a bad spot. But now just went and heal up. They have the divulge. They get information again on where they are. Amount of HPs, amount of armors that they have. But now, it's going to be a 1v1 for all of the squads because Paragons is going to be looking at Kitsune and Naus is going to be fighting against Eternity here.
Yeah, Naus right there in the middle. At the back, got another squad. Eternity
closing.
right underneath.
Yep, Kitsune
That's
needs to
gonna be
move.
the
Yeah,
Definitely, it's gonna close out in tight circle.
Ooh.
It's an open spot. Kitsune Daichi using
Yeah.
it. That vision erosion.
Yeah, they need to use the vision erosion. They need to buy themselves some time. Now SPC needs to move around. A lot of them are now low HP. Eternity is just keeping them at bay. This is going to be very crucial. Whoever gets the top 1 and top 2 spot could definitely take a win. Kitsune Daichi has a great spot here.
Oh no, Paragons as well trading in shots here with Kitsune Daichi. All eyes are set on Nao's PC. They have activated their ultimates as well, so this could be the go time for the other squad. Stoops is down.
Yeah, they have the Mediax. They can put him up. They have the gunboat on their side, though. They're losing a lot of their HP. They need to think about this. Now PC is just getting the right spot. They need to take down Kitsune Daichi. If they do that, they can win this.
Oh, they're clustered up in one position, and if Nao's PC manages to take them all out in one fell swoop, they could abstract up the backs and take it.
Oh! Tupac got a kill, that's big. EMP shots can be used, but at their backs, there's another squad looking at them. And now
Eternity.
Aim is gonna be taken off. That's gonna be big for Eternity. They might be able to take some down, but Kitsune Daichi is still alive. They're staying at one place. They're staying at one spot. They're not moving, and they're playing for the placements. And right now, they might get eliminated. One more still alive, and that's gonna be it. They're staying inside, and now slows the assignment. And they know that they can win this if ever they get the takedown against them. Eternity is gonna be here, foiling their plans. And that's one down, and that's one more. Now PC is still alive with one member. Tupac might be able to get this, and that's gonna be the end of it. Eternity is gonna take them down, and Naos takes the top 2 spot. And still, we don't know who's gonna be winning it. I think it's Naos or Eternity.
Whoa, what was that? Butchered with the tactical roll. Insane plays coming out from Eternity, and I kinda understood that what they were going for in that final circle, right? They hit under the bridge. They knew that Naos knew where their position was, but at the same time, right, Naos just had to face the fire over on the other side. It was Paragons and Kitsune Daichi that was just tailgating behind them and making sure that they're down. And that was such a messy fight there, a slugfest for that final circle. And all eyes were on Naos, but it was Eternity that managed to take in the win. Butcher going in for the timely plays, the tactical rolls, and getting in the kills onto Naos. I believe it was like cause bang or full clip, the last one up. And after that, they were able to rack up not only the top spot dash, but I think one of the most frags, I think more than Kitsune Daichi and Naos at this point.
Yeah, let's take a look at the kills that they had here. If Naos gets at least like 5 kills, this is them being the champion of the game, because they got a top 2 spot. That's basically 12 placement points if I remember correctly, and Kitsune Daichi got eliminated early, so they're not going to be in contention against Naos Esports now. So the question is, did Eternity rack up enough points in order for them to get the top 1 spot, or would Naos still stay in that top 1 spot against them? That's going to be the question. That's why we're still looking. Oh, we don't see it. That's gonna be the surprise, everybody. That's gonna be the surprise.
I like how this is actually panning out for our last map. They actually hit the stats of Eternity, and if I'm not mistaken, Dash, I think it was a double digits coming out from Eternity, but we don't have the exact numbers, and that's just making this all the more exciting for everyone to just take in the overall picture here. It was just a a battle between these top squads: Paragons, Kitsune Daichi, Naos, and Eternity in that last final circle.
Yeah, and again, that was them not being seen. And 8 kills for Naos Esports, that would tip the scales in their favor for the top 1 spot, because they already had so much points already. And Kitsune Daichi losing that chance, they weren't able to survive. They clumped up together in that last zone, and Naos PC knows the assignment. They knew that that was Kitsune Daichi on the edge of the zone, and that's why they tried to kill them as fast as they can. And when they did that, that gives them more options in the end. Even if we didn't win here, it's still okay. At least Kitsune is out of the game.
Yeah, they had their eyes set on Kitsune, which is pretty much evident in that game, and I do understand why they tried to do that, right? Like in terms of the positioning and the top spot, it was actually between both of them, right? So they didn't really take notice of Eternity, even though they've used the divulge on them twice, knowing that they were underneath that bridge. It was just more of Naos trying to choose who they will take down first, Kitsune Daichi, or is it going to be Eternity?
Yeah, and we've seen it from that game, though. I really love how this is all going in favor of who is getting a lot more points this game. But based on what happened there, there's a lot more chances for Naos to take the top 1 spot because of how much points and consistency that they had during game 1 to game 5. But again, everybody, that's just us giving our opinions. Maybe after the scoreboard comes out, we're gonna see who actually is the champion of this tournament. So we're not gonna say it until we see the scoreboard.
Oh yeah, this is really exciting too that we did not see the stats of Eternity in that last and final game. But to give you guys an overall picture of what happened here in our 5 maps here for the PC finals, Eternity actually managed to snag in 2 maps. I'm not so sure about the total damage and everything else. It's a different story. Now, Kia and Dinibai as well managed to secure in at least 1 map for this grand final stage.
Yeah, and for this game, as we've seen here, it was such a great consistency coming in from Naos and Eternity getting 2 games. That is also a great feat for this squad that got the top 1 during the knockout stages. And I really like the playstyle coming out here from Eternity. The way they played before they tried to fight against Naos is they waited and waited until they know that the coast is clear. Once the coast is clear, we can fight Naos, and they did. So in the end, that also gave Naos a lot more opportunities for them to get the second place in that spot. And again, everybody, let's take a look at the highlights first. Reminisce what happened during this whole game. That last zone was really crazy. And now let's go to the highlights. And that is it again, everybody. That was such a nice game. As we've seen there, we don't see the MVP anymore because we're putting in suspense for everybody here. And we're going to be taking a look at another highlights after this. And we're going to be showing you what is happening, or at least what happened during round 1 to round 5. Because it was a pretty great journey for all of us here that watched the whole thing.
Yeah, man, that was really exciting too that we kept that last spot, the top spot, right? We didn't see the overall stats at Eternity, which makes this all the more exciting, Dash, right? It was a battle between the top 3 that we talked about, and it actually happened at Sunset City. Kitsuna Daiichi, you got in, Paragons as well, one of the most seasoned teams as well in this group. Then you got, of course, Now's PC and Eternity, and how poetic it is that the top 3 are now in the last and final zone of that last map. It was just so nice to see, and I think all of them were just taking into consideration as well the number of frags that they will be getting and the placements as well. And you know what? Respect to Naos as well. They respected the fact that, you know, Kitsuna Daiichi was the one that was closest to them in terms of the placement points.
Yeah, and we're gonna be later showing on what's gonna happen here for the next ones, because we're gonna be crowning the champion and we're gonna be seeing the 2nd to 5th place after that. So congratulations to those players. I mean, we're saying congratulations now, but we don't know yet who's gonna be the champion.
Yeah.
So again, it's still suspense for everybody. It's so nice to not have an MVP screen, because in this game we're gonna be having an overall MVP for the PC finals.
Yeah, I was so ready to go into the MVP, right? But we're gonna keep that a surprise for you guys. But you know, Dash, we just jinxed it. No Maggie MVPs for the PC Grand Finals at that.
The whole time. Yeah, I think it was really unfortunate because the whole time, I mean, the last one's not going to count because we don't have an MVP screen. So it's a 0 out of 4. No Maggies this time around in the PC Finals. I'm surprised that it's in the PC Finals when we didn't have a Maggie. I think that could have happened during the group stages, during the weekly finals. But
or the knockouts even.
Oh, the knockouts even. That was the surprising part, because in the knockouts, we had a full-blown time. Like the full-blown time that we had a lot of players playing.
You know, it just goes to show that all predictions are just shattered in the grand finals. Can you believe it? It is a Maggie that takes the top spot of the most used capsuler in the PC division, and she was nowhere to be found here in the grand final. So, yeah, I love seeing the shakeup as well in the meta. Different types of capsulers are being utilized. You got the bow, you got the embers that have been taking in the top MVP spot. But, you know, last season, Dash, it was just two teams that had a very tight battle for the top spot. But this time, I think it's all the more interesting, right? Like we at least have 3 to 4 names, 3 to 4 squads that might actually take the top spot.
Yeah, we're banking on 5 squads during that time though. Like 5 squads could definitely take the spot until we head into the end of the game. And I was surprised that we went the lengths right there. So again, we're gonna be showing you the highlights of the whole game, and we're gonna be running through what happened during this whole time that we had.
So this is going to be the round 1 battle, and I think it was really, I guess, getting a feel of what Sunset City was to everyone who has made it to the top 15, right? And, you know, the cluster grenades have been so vital, as well as the Sianas. The defender plays were also highlighted so well here in Sunset City and Lambton map as well.
Yep, and here in the whole time that the first game that they won, look at this, the first game that Naos PC won that gave them a really good chance. It's this two teams. It's like poetic at this point that these two teams were the teams that were fighting on the top spot together with the Kitsune Daichi. Naos, Kitsune, and Eternity are fighting on that top 3 spot. And the whole time, they were able to at least stay back. DD Bai, one of the teams that surprised all of us. They were a team that could have had a chance there, and a spot in the finals, or at least in the top 5. I think they deserve it.
Yeah, this is the Lambton map where DD Bai won in the map once again. They're so comfortable with this map, and they just really know how to play with this area. And even the defending champions Beta PC really had a hard time here. The timings of the ultimates were just so crucial here, especially in a Lambton map that is so vast. This was round number 3, wherein you see there was a time that Built Different was the first one actually who was eliminated in this round 3 map.
Yeah, and also this is the map in where Eternity won first, right? I think this is game 3 that Eternity won, and Notorious really went crazy this map, and it was almost close that Notorious got the win there, but because of the patience from Eternity, they were able to stay at the top here. Bethel the God, look at Bethel the God this game. Bethel the God was crazy. He was full armor, and he was scary.
Yeah, and he was down pretty early too. And now's PC, I guess, you know, the consistency that they've shown this time a little bit better than what they had in the knockouts and the semis. This is back to, of course, round number 4, back into the Lambton map. DDBI just loves that high ground, and they played with it so well. Unfortunately, I think this map, it was the other ones that came in. Like we started to see, you know, Kitsune Daichi and Kia as well that got a secure hold of that final zone.
Yeah.
And having in that compound was just way too good for Kia.
This was the
I mean, they were holding it for like so long, right?
Yeah, this is because it's the last zone battle, and where there's no battle that happened, they just stayed, and the restoration field was the reason why Kia won this game, which is such a great decision. And now, this is the last game that everybody has seen in where anybody could have taken the game here, and it was just a good decision on Naos' end. Because look at this, they pushed them. And that was the reason why they were able to win this. Kitsune Daichi got eliminated, and that was their key to victory there.
Yeah, they were at their lowest at that point, and you know, Eternity knows that very well. Even though Naos had so much intervention at that point, they just were cornered there by Eternity. And I think Eternity was the only one that won at least 2 maps here in the grand finals. I mean, if they won that first map up against Naos, that could have shaken things up, Dash.
Yeah, that could have changed things. That could have changed the momentum in the way Naos played the whole time. But again, for everybody out there still watching and still waiting for a redeem code, we still have some redeem codes for you guys, because here it comes. Here comes the redeem codes for you guys right there at the bottom of the screen. Just put it a Mad Rat skin, a pink cat skin for the Mad Rat.
Well, that actually makes me want to use the gun even more, right? Like, this is one of the first few guns that, apart from the Mad Rabbit and the Mad Rat, these are one of the guns that are difficult to control. But if you got a really good skin, then you can definitely love to use that gun to your favor. And this is probably one of the best milestones that we reach. Keep on sharing. I think today we've unlocked all of the milestones here today. You got a skin, you got a jetpack, you also got some diamonds and gold. So what are you guys waiting for? You're ready to dive into Sunset City or Lambton later on.
Yeah, you know what?
In
I'm
style.
excited to see who's going to be the champion, though, because until now, I think we also don't know who's going to be the champion. So I'm excited if it's one of the three that we were talking about since a while ago. It could be Eternity, Kitsune Daiichi, and Naos Esports. There's a bigger chance that Naos Esports got this just because of that top 2 placement during that last game. And they denied Kitsune Daiichi that spot during that last game.
Now is the time. Is it? Or is it going to be Kitsune Daiichi that has also racked up a good amount of frags?
Yeah.
Or Eternity that won 2 maps and I guess racked up at least a decent amount of damage. I would say close to Kitsune Daiichi. So I'm still not so sure who's going to take the top spot. This is the exact same thing that we had in FPC 1. This is a bit more confusing this time, right? A little bit more challenging. Let's take a look. Who's going to be the champions here, Dash?
And we're going to take a look at who's the champion, everybody. It's a big reveal for everybody.
I'm so
Who's
excited.
going to be the champion? It's like we're going to be reading it on a super invisible note, and we're just going to present it to you guys. And this is it. The champion is going to be Naos PC, taking their first championship in the Farlight 84 Philippines Championship Season 2. Their story, their saga, they created it right here in Season 2.
Now is the time, and I think it is right now. PC back in Season 1, they really struggled. From the weekend finals up until the grand finals, they were nowhere to be found. And I think it's just so nice to see that they're now embodying that create your saga here. Congratulations to Naos Esports for taking this.
Now's the time, as they said, but all the squads, Kitsune taking the 2nd place, Eternity on that 3rd place spot, and DD and Kya taking that 4th and 5th respectively. That is well deserved for DD. Came out of nowhere, got the top 5 place in the FPC Season 2.
I never stopped believing in all of these squads that have made it this far, right? It was the closest finals that we've ever seen. It was also very unpredictable, Dash.
Yeah, congratulations for all the squad for placing here, especially to Naos Esports getting that top spot. Again, as they said, now is the time, and that's the time in Season 2 they take the win. Look at the scores, Burger Kim. Look at the top 3. That is so close. Kitsune could have taken that win from Naos.
It was so much more competitive this season, right? As compared to Season 1, there was only 2 that were vying for the top spot. Like, even me and Callie back in Season 1, we were debating who was going to take the top spot. It was a bit more easier, right? So both of us had our own bets. And I can't remember who won. But this time, I think it was more even out, a little bit more competitive. 3 squads that are gunning for the top spot.
We were talking about 5 squads when the game started, and we thought that it could have been anybody. But here, in the end, they tried to be the best. Kitsune Daiichi, Eternity getting that last win. They just lost on the points department. They could have had a lot more kills, and those 2 finishes that they had could have taken them to the top 1 spot. So for the talents who predicted Naos Esports, they're the winners for today. But us 3, together with Kali, we're not the winners for today.
Well, I think in the top 5, at least we did get it right. Like, all of us English casters, except for Infinity, predicted I was going to be Eternity. So at least we did get the top 3, at least the top 3, right? And Infinity, I think he mentioned Mantas, right? That also did pretty well here in the grand finals. They were aggressive, but not as aggressive as the top 3 that we were pointing out here.
Yeah, it was just sad to see the teams that we really expected weren't able to perform that well. But again, for everybody out there, there are dreams that will be enriched, and there are dreams that were crushed today and even yesterday during the semifinals. But it is still not done for you guys. For all the players out there, for all the aspiring players out there, there might be a Season 3. So if ever you're looking for it, there might be a month break for you to practice before you get into Season 3 if you want to be a professional player like these players that we watched today.
Interesting fact too, Digital Devils started out as that, right? Casual players, and they made it to FPC. So who knows? As we're saying this, you guys could actually be seen in our next seasons of Farlight 84's championship.
Yeah, and again, for everybody out there, we still have an interview for the players, and I think we're gonna be interviewing the MVP of our
Of course.
our whole tournament. Again, we're gonna throw you to the Tagalog broadcast.
Wala pa pala.
Ayan!
Hello po.
Oh, eh, si
Hello.
Zao dito na to eh. Si Kuya Zao.
Kamukha lang, kamukha lang, kamukha lang.
Kamukha lang. Oo. Ito yung mga nakita natin na kumain tayo. Oo. So, congratulations, Kuya Aim, tsaka Kosbang. No? Kumusta pakiramdam nyo ngayon?
Sobrang saya po, hindi ma-express ng sobra. Nagtatalon nga po kami. Worth it po lahat.
Grabe, no? Mula season 1 hanggang season 2, ang tagal nyong inantay ito.
Yeah.
Ano yung mga pinagdaanan nyo o changes na ginawa nyo para maabot ang tugatog sa season 2?
Ang ano lang po, consistency, saka po tiwala lang po sa bawat isa. Tiwala rin po kay Aim, sa captain namin na playmaker namin. Kung ano desisyon niya, kailangan din namin execute na maayos talaga.
Uy, grabe. Tiwala. Ikaw, Kuya Otto, anong tatanong mo sa mga kampiyon natin?
Aim at Cosbang, yung final moment dun sa game number 5. Actually, ako, may information ako kung ilan yung lamang nyo sa Kitsune X Daichi heading into game number 5. Alam nyo ba na 2 points lang ang nagsaseparate sa inyo sa Kitsune X Daichi bago mag game 5? Sobrang dikit ng laban nyo. In that final moment, in that final circle, pare, pwede nyo bang i-explain kung ano yung communication nyo? Kung paano nyo
Oo, kasi ipit kayo nun eh.
Oo, kung paano nyo nagawang mag-survive to the final moment.
Oo, anong call ni Captain?
Oo.
Bale, lang po eh. Minmaintain lang po namin yung placing namin, saka kailangan hanggang dulo, buhay lahat. Lahat dapat lalaban. Walang madadown sa amin. Wala po kaming idea na na dalawa lang yung lamang namin. Walang nagko-compute sa amin. Bali, nilalaro na lang po namin kung ano yung laro.
Pero alam nyo na medyo dikit kayo sa Kitsune X Daichi at Eternity.
Opo, alam naman po namin kasi nakikita namin sila nanalo. Saka maraming kills. Aware kami, kaso sa points wala po.
Ayun. Pero ngayon, at least alam nyo na, di ba? Ganun pala kadikit yung laban nyo, no? Kaya ako sa'yo.
Anong naging desisyon nyo? Kasi nasa likod yung Eternity nun eh. Ano yung naging desisyon nyo na mas i-go? Sino pa pinili nyong tapusin nun? Kasi parang walang lumayo sa inyo sa isa't isa eh. Parang lahat nakatayo lang sa kanilang pwesto. Ano yung naging thinking ni Kapitan dun?
Kitex po yung call niya eh. Kitex. Kasi yun yung nasa open grounds namin sa right side eh. Bali, in-ignore namin yung nasa low, sa ridge. Tapos sa open area yung Kitex. Yun na po yung ginawa namin.
Yun.
Ayun.
Kitsune. Tingin sa Kitsune X Daichi. Tumama pa, di ba? Tumama yung shot call. Ako, Kuya Osay, meron akong isang huling katanungan bago ko ipasa sa'yo. Paano magse-celebrate ang Naos PC dito sa inyong championship?
Paano magse-celebrate? Kakain kami malapit ngayon, mamayang gabi.
Inuman na yun pag ganun.
Inuman pa.
Ay, nako. Manang-mana sa Naos Wild Drip talaga.
Tama namin talaga yung wild drip kagabi.
Sa Pobla. Diba? So, ayun, shoutouts at saka messages sa inyong supporters.
Thank you po sa lahat ng mga sumusupport sa amin. Patuloy niyo lang kami supportahan sa next season pa.
Salamat po lalo sa Naos Esports, pati kay Boss Javi, kay Sir Carl, sa org ko na sobrang accommodate at tinalagaan talaga kami. Maraming salamat. Pati sa nag-iisang Nuestra Pamilya po. Maraming salamat sa mga sumuporta sa amin sa NPAM. Since day 1, nandiyan kayo.
Shoutout kay Chuchay.
Shoutout rin kay sino?
Ayun, thank you. Congratulations. Congrats.
Salamat po sa mga sumuporta since day 1, sa mga tropa namin dyan. Salamat.
Ayun.
Thank you.
And that is how you celebrate it. I mean, you need to eat a lot after that tiring whole day that you've been playing this Game 5 series. And again, now Esports still staying humble to their name. And also, what broke down during that whole fight, that was what we were curious about when we broke down the fight. Because what was the communication when they tried to go for Kitsune Daichi? And they went in there blind, not knowing what their score is. But they just wanted to kill Kitsune Daichi.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even know the difference of their standings, right? It was only a 2 point difference. They didn't even calculate it, and it just went into their favor, right? They totally
Yeah.
ignored eternity at that point. And it's funny too that every single professional player that you ask is, "How are you feeling after winning the championship?" They all say the same thing, and I think it just
I'm happy.
there's no words to actually describe that moment. They're all just really happy. And yeah, of course, everyone here is also so happy for everyone who has made it this far. And we'd like to
Yeah.
thank, of course, as well, all of our viewers who have been tuning in ever since the beginning of FPC2.
Very well deserved for Dallas Esports. Their consistency during the group stages. The only time that they got knocked down was during the semis. But as we said, that could have been their strategy going towards the semis. And it worked out. Nobody knows what to do against them during the whole time. But again, everybody, this is the last redeem code that we're going to show you. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's a bit early compared to before, but thank you very much for tuning in together with us now in Sunday. And it's, wait, what? An SSR jetpack?
I've never seen this. I like it. It just screams Farlight 84, right? Carousel. It goes
that's
so
it.
well if you love dropping in Carnival. And probably
Yeah.
one of the most beautiful jetpacks that I've ever seen. I was so confused for a while. I was like, is this a gun skin or is it a jetpack
I was
or is
surprised
it
too.
a capsular skin?
I thought it was like, is that a vehicle or something or what? And I was like, wait, that's a jetpack. Okay, that looks so cool. A carousel horse for everybody. Thank you very much for the 5,000 views. That was our last redeem code. Thank you very much. And congratulations again to Dallas Esports for winning the tournament. That is very well deserved compared to what happened to them during season 1. And their journey is now cemented to the history of Farlight 84.
Now's the time to create their saga. And of course, who's helping us create our saga as well here in Farlight 84? We got to give a huge shout out as well to our official mobile partner, Asus ROG, for, giving our players the best of the best that they can. And you know what? Speaking of the best mobile phone, right? You guys are going to be witnessing that in our Mobile LAN finals. That will be happening next week. So you're going to see a whole lot more Asus ROG. Dash, I got my hands on this. It was beautiful. And you guys have to get your hands on this if you need that upgrade.
Yeah, we had our hands on this during the LAN finals last year, and that was such an experience, especially playing around it very smooth, and that's why you need to get your ROG. And for you to see it, go to the LAN finals. You might even see our official chair partner, the Fantech, is gonna be scattered all around the area and for all the players. And also, we also have a chair there in front that you could use just to try out the Fantech chair.
Yo, I didn't even know Fantech was making chairs because I know they make great peripherals, but right now they
true.
also are making great chairs. So if you guys need that upgrade, it's been taking too long staying in front of the computer, you need that upgrade, definitely Fantech chair is something that you guys need to check out for that upgrade.
Yeah, and for everybody out there going for online stuff, online work, online anything, Fantech would be your friend. And again, to everyone who is looking to go to the LAN finals, we have our socials right here, Farlight 84. And if you want to watch the English broadcast, Farlight 84 Esports also on Facebook. And we will announce in our socials when, where, and how are you gonna go to the LAN finals when we announce it. I think it's gonna be this week, so you will know how to get there.
Yeah, definitely. The announcements, how you guys can secure your tickets, or if you guys want to watch us live, don't forget to, of course, follow us on our social media. Not only do you get FPC action there, but some of our content creators are actually doing some live streams there. So, better check it out if you have the time, and of course, enjoy a lot of Farlight 84 action.
Yeah, and also for everybody out there who is looking to, if you're not going to be able to get there in the LAN finals, you can also still watch us in the same socials because we're still going to go live there. So again, everybody, any last words, any last message, Burger Kim?
Oh man, there's so many highlights here, but you know what? I can't capture it. I'm super happy there, Dash. How about you?
Thank you very much, everybody, for creating their saga. Thank you very much. See you guys next week for more Farlight 84. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
mission, and we will have some fun. Let's go.
Why did they were able to do that? And now they're gonna go in. This is the fight on the air, and that's a shot. Go there, the top 2 squad. You need to respect the top 2 squad. Let's go! Elimination. Advantage combat's gonna be eliminated round, and they were waiting for this opportunity. James is gonna be next. Be eliminating them one by one. Ground, Ideal, the Paragons are now left with 24K after Bay. Link is gonna be able to get 1 kill. Be able to run away. You have the vision erosion. The absolute gravity is gonna be there with Avery shot on you. Build the GD a bit too slow. And now we're gonna go for the revive. We got the revive, but what? Done. That's the finish. That's actually connecting over. It's looking like Yoki 1v1 high ground in control for the son of Guru Max. But Yoki is got the defense.